Hey, folks, what's happening? It's your friends here. It's Lesses and Dusses, and we are ready to play more Alien RPG, The Lost Worlds campaign. Thank y'all for hanging out in chat. If you're watching this on YouTube or maybe pirating video and just sending this to your friends. Hey there, what's happening? This is Slices and Dices, and we're here to play some excellent RPGs with the best players on the internet. I say that now. I mean it. Don't disappoint me, folks. I'm saying it. So make it happen. Make it reality. Don't shrug, Sarah. Don't be like, maybe. You know you
Whatever.
are.
I'm getting into character.
This.
I'm 14.
Okay. I'll buy that. I'll buy that.
Drug plays.
Yes. How's everybody's week been? I'm just going to sort of start us off from a place of safety. I want everybody to feel kind and comforted before we jump into the shit.
He's about to destroy our lives, isn't he?
I'm not saying anything. I just want everyone to feel very cool, very kind, very very good. That's the kind of person I am.
Suddenly feel unsafe.
Sarah called me a dumpling in one of my previous streams, and now I have to live up to the dumpling nomenclature that I've been given, and so I'm okay with it. It's an honor. It is. It's an honor to be a dumpling. So I'm just trying to live up to my titles.
Well, it's my 5th wedding anniversary today.
Hey!
So.
Happy 5th wedding anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
You did it.
I did it.
That sounded slightly accusatory, Marcus.
I mean,
you did this.
Listen, how you take it says more about you than it does
That's
about
true. That is, oh God, that's so very, very true. Speaking of taking it, looks like we've got a couple of pieces. Sorry, Patrick, I didn't mean it in that context. Yeah, sorry.
I've not had real coffee. I'm doing decaf for this.
That's
game.
okay. It's totally fine.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah,
get the whiskey.
That's fine. Just keep drinking. We have had 2 redemptions. 2 redemptions before the game even begins, folks. This is the gift that keeps on giving. Right? That was my segue. It just got ruined.
Aw,
horribly.
Thanks, Maeve.
So yes, Maeve Clymer has indeed redeemed 2 pieces of random gear.
Maeve is awesome.
Yes.
I'm trying to see who she has redeemed
For
them
Dot and for Savage.
Dot and Savage. Where'd she say that? I don't see her saying
that. It's her last post. Says,
there we go.
Savage got one other
Dot
than
and
for Dot
Savage.
since it's Sarah's anniversary.
There we go. I had to refresh stream. Cool. Dot and Savage will somehow, somewhere.
Drugs.
Somehow.
Not a candy bar.
Candy bar.
Is it a drug thing?
It's like that scene in
Is it a sex thing?
Little Shop of Horrors. Oh, candy bar. No. You know what I'm talking about? Then you're my friend. Okay, so yeah, we'll find out where Dot and Savage get their stuff once we launch into what happens tonight. All right, folks, you ready for a recap of epic proportions?
I need it.
I know you need it. That's why I created it.
Oh.
Here we go. Let's jump into what happened. Music, where are you? There we go. Previously, The Lost Worlds. The crew of the UNCSS Solovetsky Island have been again given a mission. Despite their results from the previous one, this time to assess the nearest lost colony called KOI 784.01, Dillon Colony. After going into hypersleep, you all arrived at this planet, a hot and humid jungle world with a planet-wide cavern system, which you have been told is able to be exploited and has been essentially exploited for its rich mineral resources. One such exploitation is a mining facility that is supposedly was created and established directly near this colony. Now, as per the last survey, there were over 90,000 colonists in this urban city center amidst the jungle. and also with a breathable atmosphere due to the generational creation of an atmosphere processor. And due to that, life can very much find a way. Not to say that the planet itself is paradise. Actually, if you recall, you were told it has massive electromagnetic storms, and due to the high humidity, monsoon rains that would probably dwarf anything Earth has in its intensity. Now, after coming into high orbit, you obtained your equipment and got into position to dive through the atmosphere to the location of the Dillon colony site. And as the clouds parted, you saw that the atmosphere processor was still operating, but electrical flashes and plumes of smoke indicated that it wasn't working in the best shape. And to the southwest of this atmosphere processor lay the colony, or should I say the ruins of the colony. As you could see that it was clearly overgrown with vegetation and was deserted, just a few crumbling ruins standing against nature's onslaught. The jungle spread in every direction, broken by imposing rocky plateaus or mesas, at least 100 meters high, and very nearly sheer drop-off. The jungle hadn't yet claimed these mesas, and most were bare, except for some a kilometer or two west of the colony. Taking a closer look, you flew in and saw that 6 of these plateaus were connected by rope bridges, signs of some sort of civilization. And you saw that on those 6 plateaus stood rough buildings and tents, smoke rising from small fires. And then you began to see people, lots of people, hurrying from their shanty shelters to look up into the sky, to point, to shout. You couldn't actually hear what they were shouting. It was actually impossible to tell if they were terrified, shouting threats, or even welcoming greetings. And seeing that you had very little room to land atop the plateau, the only easy option was to fly back towards the colony and land on the western side, I should say, of the ruins of the old town. One last thing, as you flew and did an arc around the mesas, you also spotted a Heliades Class J ship crashed in the jungle to the north. What was inside? You have no idea. So you landed, you debarked from your ship, some of you in suits, some of you not, to trek into the jungle, and you were stopped by the security officer, Hamida Amir, who stated that she would actually accompany you. She determined that the remains of the colony, if this is what it was, might present some sort of danger to the mission, and it was her job to keep you all safe. So you began to travel through the jungle to reach the plateaus, and you noted the intense levels of phosgene gas. This gas certainly affected some of you, so you had to take measures to prevent the gas from bringing on strange hallucinations and hypoxia, lack of oxygen. As you approached the base of the plateau, after walking for about 1.5 kilometers, you were suddenly assaulted by several feral humans. With blood-stained teeth, cracked nails, scarred bodies, and ripped skin, you saw, just for a moment, a flicker in their eyes of recognition, perhaps of humanity. Who knows? Before they mercilessly launched into you with their spears and bone knives. You managed to survive their attack, fending them off as a team. Although, worthwhile stating, Clark was certainly injured.
And Tucker.
And Tucker was too. Yes, that's right. I remember Tucker. Wait, was it Clark who was badly injured? If I'm not mistaken.
He's critical. I'm
Yes.
at 1 hit point.
Yes. Fair enough. Minutes later, after this attack, you saw other humans who presented themselves as members of the Dillon colony, seeming to exit from the jungle wearing Wayland garb and armed with pistols. They stated that what you did was a good thing, killing these feral humanoids. When you start to ask them questions, they put their hand up and asked you to come with them to speak to someone named Vidan, and then started to lead you to the base of the plateau. That's where we start tonight.
We've also been redeemed at a stress point to everyone.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you, chat, for giving them the stress that they so rightfully deserve. After, this ridiculous combat in which many of them, I think, are like 5 or 6 stress, maybe? I'm not sure. I think a high number of stress.
I was at 5. Now I'm at 6.
Now
I'm
That
at 7 right now.
That's
Jeez.
this is
Up to
this
8.
is interesting.
Y'all, let's cross our fingers and hope the Savage and I trip over some drugs in these woods.
But I'm at 3 health. I don't know if that's right.
I do believe
What's
there
your
was some
strength?
medic
There
shenanigans.
was
but okay.
definitely some medical aid done.
Did
I
not
think
remember.
Murphy got involved, if I'm not mistaken, Julia.
Yeah.
We were
Yes.
given a small
Thanks,
rest
you all.
period, right, Matt?
You were given a small break to reduce your stress, bring up your health. Some of you
Yeah.
used your signature items. I remember it distinctly. I also watched the stream, which is obviously going to give you guys a lot better hold over the current situation. But suffice it to say, shit went down,
Yeah.
right? So, as you approach,
Really, JF? Thanks.
Another
JF
one?
went another
Oh
stress
my God.
point. Another stress point. So, hey, 2 stress points. This is Sparta. This is ridiculous, right? This is some hardcore shit.
I'm at 8 now. I've only got.
I'm
2 more
also at
shots
8.
to go.
I'm at 9 now.
I'm at
I'm at
7.
4.
Fuck off.
You guys,
good
Oh,
the chat giveth, the chat taketh away.
This is
very true.
Who knows what's going to happen?
You're so wise, mother.
I know. I
Mm-hmm.
try to be.
I think they were mad about the Xeno pint holders that Ben and I were using.
Oh,
Sorry.
what? They shouldn't be mad about that at all. They should
Because
be.
they don't have one.
Oh,
You shouldn't be mad about the holders, but they maybe had that.
Ben,
Mad
did you
that-
3D print those?
You didn't
I
bring
did.
enough dessert for everyone.
And
all
I
you
like
gotta
them.
do,
I
folks.
say we-
Look, if you want anything that Ben makes, just
Love it.
message
Hang
him
on.
on Discord.
Yeah.
I'm
You
sure
don't have
Ben
to
has the
give me
time.
stress.
I say we ship them all from Ben's house. It's the only way to be sure.
It's the. That's good. That's good. Okay. So people give, people take. I just saw another redemption.
Another gear.
But this
Woo.
this time, right, balances the stress
Aha.
with gear. So
Thank you.
And that one's
that
for
one's
Murphy.
for Murphy. So we've got redemptions
Oh.
for Murphy, for Savage, and for Dot. Hooray. Now I have to
Gear
give
up, babies.
Now I have to gear up these guys.
Someone's got to find drugs, right? There's 3 of us.
So you guys are following these humans through the jungle. Let me give you guys a little ambiance.
The Predator music.
Yes. Now that is
Just starts
appropriate.
playing the theme from Jaws. Dun,
Dun,
dun, dun.
Like that's been playing the whole time.
Okay. Oop, that's the wrong one. That was definitely not right.
I was waiting for like really
Is-
happy tavern music or something.
Yes.
Is popping pills a free action?
No.
I'm gonna
It's a
give you
fast
guys this.
action.
I'm gonna give you guys this like
Yes.
super chillax, sort of
Okay.
jungle atmosphere here, because although you are stressed in your mind and your hands are shaking and you're seeing all kinds of shit, right now the jungle is a beatific place. You look up, you see this absolutely titanic, 100-meter tall mesa that points up like the finger of God. You've not seen anything like it. And as you trek through the jungle, stepping over roots, stepping around massive trees, giant holes in the earth filled with mud and water and organic materials, you are led by these individuals to what seems to be just a wall. The wall of the mesa. One of these individuals who, again, as I said, is armed, but not clearly, holding the gun out, but you see them with holsters. He steps towards the wall, and he reaches out towards a swath of moss and pulls the moss aside, and there is a sizable cave within. And he says, "It's this way. Make sure you close it on your way back, please."
When you say sizable,
Yeah.
would it fit a Daihote?
No.
Okay.
Sizable as in probably, I don't know, 7 or 8 feet tall, 7 or 8 feet wide.
Tucker is going to try through the pain. By the way, absolutely, I think limping, maybe trying to co-carry Marcus as the two of us move as slowly as possible here. Tucker is going to try and take notes so that when he sends the pups out later, he can sort of scan around above and figure out matching with the heavier foliage that was hard for us to see through, and make an observation. Is that okay? If Mother, may I?
What are you trying? Well, tell me what you're trying to do first.
I want to get a sense of if we're going up or down.
Right.
And like, was this a natural formation? Did they carve it? Did they blast it?
Yeah.
What was the coming from a wildcatter's point of view? Was this man mined or was this naturally occurring?
Yeah. So, go ahead and give me an observation. And at this point in time, any panic rolls, I think, are kind of irrelevant.
Cool.
Just because you are in a safe place. I think that
Then I will
oftentimes the game rules, and I think that they will be something that we will look into in our future endeavors with Alien RPG, when we'll use the updated rule set. But I think that the key thing is that this is just my editorial on the way that stresses and panics are utilized in the game. I think that when you are in a position of safety, relatively speaking, it's irrelevant to roll panic rolls to have the ill effects of these panics take effect, because there's no need, right? There's no need to have you panic and flee if you're like walking through a park. Yeah, you're stressed, you're looking around, you think weird shit's gonna happen. But if you're like, okay, I'm just trying to calm down, trying to get my center, and then like you're looking around and you hit an observation and then you hit a panic roll, you're not gonna like, go catatonic on the ground for some fucking reason. Like, that doesn't make any goddamn sense to me.
Okay. Two successes.
Yes, 2 successes. That said, Astralis Plays did redeem Shit Goes Sideways.
Okay.
So we'll see where we can
starting
use
off real strong.
Rocks fall. We already died.
This is prime Alien RPG shit. I'm loving it. Here we go. I save these, by the way. They don't immediately happen. They go into my little mother pocket, right? Little mother pocket, my little pouch, if you want to call it that, my little kangaroo pouch, and I save them for later. Within this cave, you do see what seems to be natural formation, right? This cave does seem to be not hollowed up by man, but by time and the elements. Furthermore, you do see that that further into the cave, there is a stairwell. This stairwell is very clearly not nature-made. This is a man-made object. You see that it is made of metal. You see that it is constructed from a variety of different materials that seems to be done by human hands. but this stairwell does move upward. Now, we're talking a stairwell and a tunnel that accompanies it that's 300 meters tall. Sorry, 100 meters tall. 300 feet. That's the size of a sizable skyscraper. Probably like 15, 16 stories. I can't do math. Someone tell me if my estimation is right.
20-foot ceilings, then that would be 300 feet, 20-foot ceilings. I can't math anymore either. I almost did. Damn
Yeah.
it. It's gone.
Sarah's the electrical engineer, too, so.
I know. It'll come back to me. I feel like you were close to right, though. So we're just gonna say that.
somewhere around there, right? It's not like a 100-story tall building, right? This
It's
is
not
like
the Empire State Building.
Exactly.
But
Chat-
something sizable from
Chat will
downtown. It's like
probably
the-
argue about this right now.
It's like the
15 to
Flatiron
20
building.
stories.
Yeah, something like that. So you are led up this stairwell.
Before we go up the stairs, because he told us to close it behind us, Dot is going to kind of take a second. She's going to like come inside and close it, and then open it and go outside and close it and kind of look at the seam. She's going to do that a couple times. Just be like, huh, that is some Indiana Jones shit right there. And then follow it, like catch up to everybody who has probably already gone up the stairs. So they didn't notice she was
Yeah, you
fucking
do
around.
notice one of the guards sort of looking at you strange when you sort of a little exasperated.
That's cool.
Thanks.
There we go.
Just make a quick stamina test here, folks. You're going slow, but this is still a 16 story building that you're going up.
Success.
We're just looking for successes here. Don't worry about no panics here.
Where am I?
Y'all are
Stamina,
stressed, so
stamina. I
you're-
just saw you. There it is.
I'm seeing successes. I don't see anyone
Successes.
with zero successes. At this
Are
point,
we-
I am. I'm banking that second.
I was gonna say,
For
are we
later.
banking?
at
Yeah.
this point, no, these are unbankable because I'm not giving you no panics, so you can't take no stunts.
Thank you, Mother.
Oh, okay. Is that part
This
of the
is-
new rules?
Nope, it's not part of the new rules. It's just my sort of set of, are you making it or is shit gonna happen?
Okay. I mean, I didn't panic, but
I'm glad of it.
it's okay. I already have a +1 stamina banked from some other time.
Superb. Yeah, you guys are able to walk up this stairwell to the top. You immediately sense just the relief of not being at the jungle basin where this phosgene gas has made it very difficult to breathe. Those of you in suits, you have your oxygen reserve. I'm seeing that all of you made your stamina rolls, so you don't need to roll for air supply. Now, here's what happens when you get to the top. First of all, I'm going to bring you guys to a map, but I just need to join player and change the music. There we go. Come on, roll 20. There we go. I'm going to move you guys off of this jungle map. Allow chat to see where it is that you are right now. This map was kindly gifted to us by our erstwhile and forward forever map maker, Jasper Nilsson Sir. He took the map that's in the book and he made a cool ass map from it. So we're hoping that he keeps on keeping on. He has some things in the tank for us. So we're looking forward to seeing the cool ass shit that he's got.
His maps are always the best.
They are indeed. All right, so let me just to this map.
Pretty sure Murphy would be helping out Bo and the other doctor. Getting up the
Other
stairs.
doctor. Very cool.
The other doctor.
Yeah,
The
we're
other
a sad pair.
The elder
Doctor?
doctor.
The
Doctor.
elder doctor.
Doctor.
Doctor. Okay.
No, just Dot.
Doctor. Daughter. That's like That's the one that I thought was. Remember how I thought that the other
Oh,
version
the daughter.
was like Deoter?
Cool.
Yes.
It's like God,
Doubter.
Doubter. I'm like, oh well, it's Swedish. It's a Swedish RPG. That's what.
Dauterung.
Dauterangendung. Why can't
It's not a doubter.
I am not getting what I want from you, 20? That's becoming slightly obnoxious. I want to change the music. You're not allowing me to change the music. There we go. You out. All right. So here's what you see. You are at the top, finally, of this mesa, and you spy as you come out that you are very, very high up. You see the jungle below. You see that there are scores of people here. And as you are proceeded up into this area, you note that the great majority of the people here, who are all human, of course, are dressed in sort of ragged, what you would estimate to be very old, ragged, colonial garb. Garb that would be given to people, that you've seen in colonial worlds. But this is like, it's like watching those time travel movies, and you like see a person go back in time, and they're all wearing like obviously clothes from the era, and you are, you're Marty McFly looking at someone who's like, what the heck? Like he's wearing like stuff from like the 1950s. That's basically what these folks are wearing, except they're just dirty, they're sodden, their skin is very tan. Most, if not all of them, have long hair. And they all seem to be very timid upon your approach. So, I'm going to show you... Oh, you guys can see now. You guys can see the map, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And can any of you not see the map? Julie can't see the map. Okay, let's see why that is, Julie. Sure that you can. Oh, that's because you didn't have vision. I fixed that for you. Can you now see the map?
I see the old screen still.
Oh, you
But
might
my
need to
roll
reload.
20
Just
is
refresh your
going a
roll
little
20.
slow, so
Yep.
yeah, let's just try that.
No problem.
It's thinking
Yep.
about it.
If you try turning it off and turning
Turning
it
it back on again. Amir comes out
No.
and she sees all these tents and shanties, and she sort of looks around all the people. She's like, my God. Where are all the rest of them? Because you look, and there are about, at most, maybe 2 or 250 people here.
Willing to bet some of them were who we met down in the jungle.
That's a horrifying thought, Mir says.
Well, people are horrifying.
I mean, if they ran into what we ran into, kind of makes sense. It should be horrifying. What were they? Do you know what they were?
Gas huffers?
That seems primitive. Does fit as a word. What? I don't even know anymore what's going on. Do you have somewhere I could sit down?
The colonists, let's just call them that, the colonists, keep walking. They walk in a easterly direction. Oops, sorry. The
I was gonna
easterly
say,
direction.
Matt.
No. They keep walking along.
Yeah.
That was my fault. Sorry, bad reaction. No turn order needed. They walk in an easterly direction along this sort of path here,
Constitution save.
and they urge you to follow them.
Tucker is going to take a strip off of his jumpsuit and tie the maintenance jack to the storm rifle and use it as sort of like a load-bearing crutch, so that he has a little bit of support and can try to keep up with that speed, because he's definitely back of the pack on this.
For sure.
Yeah, I would say Dot is walking towards the back also, just in case she finds an opportune time to slip away and go explore.
Okay. There is a guy who's...
She may or may not, but
there are... I'm gonna say this out loud, Dot. There are... Right, it's not like they're just like leading only from the front. There are 4 of them, and they're all along and around you, like keeping an eye on all of you.
Oh, I mean, like I said, she may or may not, but she's hanging out towards the back anyway. That's all. She's hanging out towards the back of the
Are
park.
these open-sided tents, or are they like closed in?
Yeah, so you see that most of the buildings are made of like rough-hewn wood, and some of them have like prefab panels and frames with the Wayland logo, the old Wayland logo before the Wayland Yutani. So the W and the Y mixed together.
Okay. Historic logo.
Yeah. And most of them have like tarpaulins on top of them to keep the rains out, you assume.
They appear to be just like dwellings of some sort.
They are all dwellings. You would assume that if each one of these was a dwelling, it would be for a single family. So because Savage seems to be the most forward-thinking of you all, because he's following orders to have you guys move
I
on.
was waiting to hang out at the back of the pack. That's why I stated it.
I got you. Savage, please roll a d10.
All right.
All right. Okay, you got a 7. Please roll another d10. Okay. Along the way, Savage, as you're walking along this path, you see that it's littered with crude tools, old, rusted tools. And, you can see that, like, some of these tools are sort of mishmashes of different older sort of wrenches or gas or electric powered mechanisms. But on second glance, you do spot a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, you spot a seemingly serviceable PDT.
Huh.
Personal detection. It's like one of these things, the bracelets from Aliens.
The PDT, the personal data transfers that send your stats back to someone's PDAT?
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they're corporate Fitbits.
They're corporate Fitbits. I like that. Exactly.
I will pick it up and shove it in the pocket.
Cool. The group continues, and then you do in fact see that there is a bridge here. A bridge made of ropes and wooden planks, but it does seem very sturdy. In case you're wondering.
Have you seen Indiana Jones?
Listen. All you need is a little kid to jump up and down about it 10 times. And...
Dot,
Got it.
relax.
Murphy has her arm around Tucker's waist for support and just has got him pinned to her side. Don't worry, I got you. Let's go. Be fine.
Thank you.
And she's going to use that little things she's got to help reduce stress. Calming presence.
Calming presence.
I appreciate that.
Helps him, doesn't help me, but it helps him, so do what I can.
Clark, I don't know how you could have gone to 3. I was looking at your hit points here, your health, because you only have 2 health, right?
My base health is 2, yes.
So how could you have 3?
I don't know. Apparently I messed something up.
Well, I'm just gonna put
Mother.
you at 2. God damn it! There's no temporary hit points.
I've said this before. I'm
I
not
know.
good at this game.
I beg to differ, sir.
By the way, I can't get roll 20 to load. Just FYI.
We're gonna have to keep on keeping on.
Just wanted to give you a heads up.
I don't know why that is, but I'm sorry.
Don't know.
Clark is gonna wander a bit unless stopped. Purely out of, well, it doesn't matter. You don't need to know why it is. He's gonna wander and just kind of peek into this structure right here, just because he's curious. He wants
Just like into this particular tent here.
Yeah, he just wants to peek in and like see what he sees.
Do
on
I
the
see him
inside.
doing this?
Make an observation roll, Dot.
Will do. 3
Yeah, I'd say you do.
successes.
I'd say you do, Dot.
All right, she's
Dot,
gonna.
Why are you watching me so much? Jeez.
Oh, well, I was just gonna say she's gonna sort of stealthily go this way and kind of spy on him from between these 2 tents.
Mm-hmm.
So, I just want to know what I see when I peek into
Yeah,
this.
you look into this tent, and there is a huge sort of collection of misshapen metals and probably like broken pieces of ore and metal of some kind that you see right next to a sizable fire with some kind of a not like a spit, but like something that would be used to essentially smelt. So this is some kind of an area that is clearly being used by someone to smelt ore into metal shapes.
Do I recognize what type of ore it is?
You could make a...
Or my alternative, if I don't know it just by looking at it, is to see if there's a piece that's small enough to just pocket for later.
Yeah, you know what? Let's
To do an analysis
You
on.
can just grab a piece.
Okay.
Let's do that.
All right.
Don't have the time really to look at it too intensely. But
Do
you
I
do
see anything else interesting?
not in this tent. There's a chicken that sort of comes by and pecks you on the foot for a sec.
Okay.
After I see him tuck something in his pocket, I'm gonna duck back out to the group and then just really loudly be like, "Hey, anybody seen the doc? I hope he didn't wander off somewhere."
The guards look around. Hey, you. And the guard sort of comes over to you, Clark. Says, stick with the group.
Okay. And then he moseys back on.
One of the things
Just kind of
that
grins to herself.
is noticeable without an observation roll to all of you is that each one of these plateaus has a just sizable, probably 1 story tall column of metal that is implanted in the ground.
These things?
Yeah.
Smooth man-made like or natural like?
They look definitely man-made. They are cylindrical. They are probably 3 or 4 feet across.
How tall?
Probably 20, 30 feet tall.
I'm gonna look at one of our escorts and do you guys are those lightning rods?
You're very astute. They are indeed. This
Oh,
way.
good. I'm really glad they're not broken space locust repellents.
Guard sort of makes a face. What?
Long story. Sorry.
So they pass across the bridge onto this smaller plateau here. And then Amir is, I think, one of the last people to bring up the rear guard, so to speak. So they're all waiting for everybody to come across.
I'm taking my time. I'm moving as fast as I can.
Yeah, as you sort of move slowly across the bridge, you sort of catch a look of how far down it is, Tucker. And I'm not going to give you a stress point because that's fucking mean. But if you weren't careful, things would get real hairy. Just put it to you that way.
How wobbly is this wooden bridge?
It seems pretty stable.
Okay.
Do you want to test it out?
Not like that.
Okay.
Can I do like an observation roll or something to like look a little more closely at this metal thing to see if I can see if it's connected to anything, if anything, if I can gather any more information than a piece of metal out of the ground?
I mean, they already told you what it was. It was a lightning rod. You don't see any pieces of metal sticking out of it. No need for a roll here. It's not like it's hooked into any kind of electrical systems.
Okay. That's what I was getting at.
Understood. So Amir comes across the bridge.
And when she goes across, Dot kind of just like looks around. Are there lots of people milling around here, or are they mostly staying away from us?
Many of them are staying away from you. There are looks of caution. Yet a little curiosity, like a couple of them are sort of peeking out from their particular chores or tasks or work
Do they
habits.
see anybody who looks younger, like my age?
You see some children, yeah.
I'll kind of wave at one of them. Just casually.
One of the children sort of smiles and waves, and then immediately their particular caretaker or parent sort of like grabs them and shuffles them away.
Okay, then. And then she'll make her way across the bridge to the others.
The guards continue across to the other side of this plateau and then go southward. So we're talking here. Well worth noting, though, that from this position, you can see that there are two other plateaus that you can see that branch off from this position. One off to the northeast and one to the southwest. The one to the northeast is quite interesting in that there is an animal pen directly over to the other side.
Yeah, it looks like a farm.
Yeah, like over here. And even further beyond that animal pen, pools of water and what seem to be rows of crops. Meanwhile, to the southwest, something perhaps even more intriguing, you spy, of course, the prevalent lightning rod, and then beyond it seemed to be a circle of small sort of stools or chairs and a large wooden gazebo beyond it with a slatted wooden door. The quite sort of interesting, if not terrifying thing about it is that the stones, these sort of stone-like seats, are about the size of human beings. But they have sort of, it's as if they have been carved to resemble humans, but in a very rudimentary fashion. The problem is that as you sort of squint at them, they all seem to be crying in desperation. Like some of them have their hands like this. Some of them have their hands like this. It's very, what's the name of that artist? Rodin. I don't know if you've ever heard of the French artist Rodin in terms of, he has very sort of intense sculptures. But these are very rudimentary. They are not realistic. The shrine itself is actually seemingly very much crafted, by hand, but it seems to be crafted in a way that doesn't seem haphazard like the rest of the camp.
Does it look like
Like maybe it was there first.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Does it look like these lightning pillars are of the same sort of?
No.
No.
The lightning rods are made of metal.
Okay.
And these stones are clearly, obviously, made of stone.
Do the metal rods look newer?
Yes.
Okay.
They do. Yeah. So that is what you see from that position. The guards move on beyond this to the south directly to a much larger plateau.
Does it look like there's people currently tending to the animals? Does it look like it's decently populated? Like we said, it was sort of thinner on the overall population right now.
Yeah, there's
Where-
probably 200 to 300 people that you can see.
Where are most of them congregated of these 5 islands?
I would say between the one that you just came from, right to the northwest, and the one that you're heading to,
Okay.
one directly to the south.
Is there anybody gathered over here by the creepy seats?
No.
Okay. Thank you.
No worries.
No, I was saying Sarah's labeling the islands now so we can go off of a queue.
Of course. Thank you, Sarah, for labeling them
welcome.
A, B, C, D, and E.
Also, there's a text option. You know that, right?
That's okay. She likes
We're
to
fun this
draw.
way.
She likes to draw letters.
The doodles
Oh
of
my
the
God,
early
Marcus,
Marines campaign.
you've changed my life forever.
Her name is Sarah.
You're
and She
welcome.
likes to do drawings.
Drawing.
Oh, you know, my name is Sarah, and I like to do drawings.
I've written a song. Thanks, Ringo. We'll put it right here on the fridge.
Okay, let's redeem our second item here for the night. Dot, please roll me a d10.
I'm ready. Oh, there we go. 8.
An 8.
Oh, that's what I got last time.
Okay. Please roll a d2.
That didn't work. Let's try that again. 1.
Okay. You find a pistol reload.
Ooh, nice.
So, like, as you walk into this area, just sort of like lying in the grass, you see a cartridge for what you assume to be the same make and model of the pistols that these guys carry, which is a standard Wayland sidearm.
Which is also the pistol that I currently have.
Excellent.
Is a standard Wayland sidearm different than a standard Wayland Yutani
No,
sidearm?
that's the great thing, is that I think Wayland, standard Wayland guns, at least historically, seem to have, at least from the caliber perspective, obviously and Ben will probably school the shit out of me in this, but you can't take like, the cartridge of a pistol from 50 years ago and expect to fucking fit it into a fucking Glock, right? That's just not going to happen. But 45 ACP is 45 ACP. So that shit, you put those bullets in and hope to God that you can put them in the fucking cartridge, slap it in, and use them. That's my understanding, Ben.
Like a successful
Yep.
vehicle manufacturer merger. Some of the parts fit.
Exactly.
Also, not to mention, the gun I have, I got off Crazy Grandpa, so it's also 100 years old.
That's
Thus,
very
these
true.
bullets are probably the right ones.
Yes. So there you go. You have a reload.
Sweet. Extra reload.
I felt like we talked about not getting caught up in stuff like this.
That's okay.
So sorry.
That's okay. So you guys can cross the bridge if you so desire. You note, Savage, as you come across the bridge, being the sort of vanguard here, that this area of the colony atop the plateau seems to be sort of the main trade area for the community. You see that huts and tents are humming with activity as opposed to the more workman's area to the north. There are people tanning hides and making spears. You see one of them sort of grabbing a chicken and just grabbing it and breaking its neck, and then looking at you like sort of almost embarrassed that they've done that. Some are weaving clothes, some are firing pottery, etc., etc., etc.
Looks delicious.
Hmm.
The workmen stare at you and then move away from you, obviously very suspicious.
So
And-
it's past this fence to the south.
Yes. So what you spot is as they walk you southward here along this little road. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, if you want to go down into that area, you can sort of take a quick look-see. The guard says, that's not the right direction. We're going this way. And he sort of like, he doesn't touch you. He doesn't like stop you. But you do spot that there is, just as you sort of walk away from that area, that this area here, Savage, that you looked at, seems to be fenced off from the rest of these large tents and shanties. That beyond that fence, which is made of wooden spikes in the ground, there are probably anywhere between 18 to 20 tents. Smaller tents, like single occupant tents. And you see a cooking fire or two, people milling about inside, and each one of the people that is inside this area does not seem to have the same physical makeup or clothing that the rest of the colonists is wearing. Physical makeup meaning that they are still human, but they do not look like the rest of the tanned, long-haired individuals who seem to make up this colony. Many of them have relatively modern hairstyles. Some of them are pale. They don't look like they've seen the sun in a long time. And they're all wearing a very, very simple black one-piece jumpsuit.
Okay.
What
Fucking
in the
weird.
Handmaid's Tale is happening here?
Yeah.
So yeah, the guards issue sort of not a command, but sort of like a more, hey, follow me, please kind of thing, to move you guys along this path to the bridge that stems even further to the south. To, as Sarah has marked it, F.U. Marcus. Amazing.
Yes.
Well done.
Oh,
Well done, Sarah.
I'm
Yes.
happy to be the first person on FU Marcus.
I had a nickel for.
for every time I've said that to you, you would have many nickels.
We shouldn't be having this much fun. This is Alien RPG.
Damn
Stop
it!
it.
It's
There's
supposed to
no
be scary.
levity in aliens.
This is supposed to be scary.
Stop.
Cease the happiness.
All right.
Feel kind of dumb just following these people, but
Did you say you feel dumb following these people?
yeah.
After seeing the prison pen, Dot is a little wary too.
Okay. Fair enough.
Also, to be fair, Clark's not following the people. Clark is following Savage.
That is true. That is completely fair.
I think they segregate the drow.
Oh,
Oh.
let's just
No drow.
let's take a step back here, man. This is not that kind of a role playing game.
Wrong game.
Hamida Mir joins you on the southernmost plateau. And what you see as you cross the bridge is a wood and stone building that is relatively small, all things considered. It seems to be about 50 to 75 feet in diameter, with a single entrance. And all four of these guards stop, and they say, He's waiting inside.
Head inside.
Clark says, "Oh, I see. This is where we go to die." And then follows up.
It's gonna kind of take a quick walk around the outside of this building to see if it has more than one exit before she goes in.
Just one.
And she looks over at a mirror and says, I don't like this. You go first.
She sort of internally sighs and then walks in.
I'm gonna make as many Indiana Jones references as I can in this session.
I like it. I like it.
Very dangerous. You go first.
Never tell me the odds. Oh wait, that's the other one.
Yeah, that's the other one.
Hey, it's not the years, it's the miles.
Mileage. Mileage. Don't you desecrate that goddamn movie, man.
How dare you?
Tucker, what you doing here?
Expect him to get it all right.
Taking my time.
Yes,
walking
you really are.
Delicately behind everybody. Listen, I'm just not moving fast right now.
I'm trying to walk with you, but you walk kind of slow, and I'm about to pick you up and carry you.
I had two giant spears sticking out of me, for the record.
Just gonna move you all to...
I know. I tried.
I
Matt,
immediately
is it,
see Ace Ventura.
the length of a shift is how long specifically in terms of recovery
Yeah,
and stress
shifts.
decline?
It's not dictated exact time. It's sort of a range, but it's usually in hours, not in minutes or seconds, right? That's
We
shift.
just got another stress point.
Shift is... Yeah, I was gonna say, JF just stressed us again.
Oh, well, there you go. Another stress point.
So
I'm
being
pretty
that
sure-
we felt
Yes.
relatively safe, can we reduce a stress point?
I think you will in a sec.
All right.
But everybody sort of feels stressed out about this situation, that you're all being herded into
makes sense.
this little building here, and these guys, they're
I'm
not
stressed
telling you
out
much.
personally.
I understand. I feel you. Let's give our third person their piece of gear.
Tucker's going to take a minute to kneel down and try to just it looks like he's re-inspecting the sort of makeshift crutch, but he's also making sure that the storm rifle is ready to fire if necessary and fully reloaded.
Right on. Right on. So Murphy, roll me a d10, please. Ten. Apologies. Roll me a d8. Shouldn't have said roll a d10. An 8. Roll it again, Murphy, just because Sarah rolled an 8. Stop rolling 8s!
Yeah.
Thank you. Good gracious. Trying to make a variety of stuff here. You get some ammo, and you get some ammo, and you...
And
No.
you get some drugs.
Yeah, well, that used to be the case. That's why these guys are all addicted to Napro. All right.
Not in this game.
Not in this game.
Not yet.
Yeah.
In Colonial Marines, yeah.
Murphy, roll me... Dear, there's a lot here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Roll me a d10. I'll take that. You know what? You don't have to roll me a d10. I will take the 10 that you rolled from the original roll that I asked you improperly to roll. And you see on the ground, sort of just outside the big building, you see just sort of covered with dirt. You see an old Samani E-Series watch. It's one of those cool-ass watches that, when Apple was bought by Samani, and they decided to opt to take all their patents for their watches, the type of watch that Samani made was, of course, your standard cool-ass watch, but it also, not only does it track the time, but it tracks your oxygen and pressure levels.
Well, that's canon now. Oh.
It is.
Mhm.
It is canon. Samani?
Is that in the gear list somewhere?
It
I
should
can
be.
Slide it over.
Yeah, if you go ahead and into the
Okay.
the compendium, you should just look for watch. and you should be able to
Saman I watch.
Samani, I
That's
think.
great.
Yeah. Is that a joke that I'm missing? I don't.
Jet.
Good gracious. Saman I watch. Thanks, Arnold. I feel dumber for just having read that. Appreciate you. Cool. Did anyone hit 10 stress off that last stressor?
Tucker
that
did.
JF Messon did. Tucker did.
No,
I thought you were at 9.
I'm staying. No, the 9. We had said that we were potentially going down because of the time, and then he threw us back up. So I am now down to 8 because Murphy dropped me 1 during the walk.
Okay.
Unless she dropped me 2 because it was multiple rounds.
Well, I'm at 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm at 8.
There we go.
So I don't think I've gone down any.
Nope.
I'm at 9.
Okay. So everybody's stressed out. You're all sweating.
Yeah, I'm at 8.
Your eyes are moving back and forth. You're breathing heavy. You're
Welcome, Raiders.
What's up?
Raiders!
Yeah.
Maestria Nord, love you guys. Thank you guys so much
Oh,
for
hey, friends!
jumping in to watch us play Alien RPG. You guys are all stressed.
Yeah.
Super fucking stressed, some of you. And when you enter this this building, it's a low ceilinged building. It's only about 50 feet in diameter. You see that inside is a sort of a small hand-carved pit that goes down into the actual rock and earth of the plateau itself. And within that small circle are 3 chairs made of stone. Sitting in these 3 chairs are obviously 3 very separate individuals. I will give you a description as well as a visual handout as to what they look like. The one who sits in the middle chair is a young, probably in her mid-20s, late 20s, woman of Asian descent. She has long, flowing ebon hair, and she's wearing Wayland garb, meaning that just like the guards, she is wearing a jumpsuit that would be worn by someone who worked for Wayland Industries back in the early 2100s. The person in the left chair is an individual. He's probably middle age, a beard and mustache, graying hair, probably like early 50s, early to mid 50s. And he has a concerned look on his face as the 3 of you walk in. Got bushy eyebrows, dark skin. And the third chair is filled by an individual who is best to describe him. Actually, sorry, wrong person. That person's actually not sitting. There's a 4th person in the room, but they are not sitting. The 3rd chair is actually held by a woman who seems to be probably of Indian descent. She has long hair held up in a ponytail and large hoop earrings. Very sort of a noble, pronounced brow and a sort of a rounded nose. And she has a very sort of cool look to her. She sort of sits back in the chair with her arms crossed. Just looks like she's assessing the 5 of you. The 4th person in the room, who I sort of gave away a little bit, is in fact a man. This man is as well in his sort of middle to late middle years. He has long dark hair, a mustache, dark eyes. He has a very powerful build. He's wearing leather gloves. And he's wearing sort of a workman's outfit. And he has a very concerned look on his face, but his eyes are actually not pointed towards you. His eyes are pointed to the three individuals in these chairs. And the man in the chair, the one of his middle years, the one with the beard, says, "Welcome. I didn't know what to make of you when your ship, I assume that was your ship, flew over our establishment. But from what I understand, you've come in search of us? Question mark.
That's correct. We're on a mission from Earth to reconnect to the old colonies that got disconnected.
Interesting. Well, I guess introductions are in order. My name is Vidan Semenya. These are my colleagues, and he points to the other two chairs. Zuma Tibandi and Yen Yamada. Each one of them bows their head. I would say more nods their head than anything else.
Who is the third one?
So there's Vidan Semenya, who I'm going to sort of just put on the table and then shift Z to show you what it's like.
So Vidan Semenya is which one?
I'm going to show you right now. He just popped
okay.
up on board. This is what Vidan Semenya looks like.
And he's the one in a chair?
Yeah, he's one of the three in the chair.
Okay.
And then,
Tuma,
did you guys get that shift Z? I just want to make sure that you guys saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
well, let's just make sure. I just make sure chat saw it. One more time.
Yep.
They didn't see it. It's so weird. It's not coming up on.
Oh yes, that's showing
I
up.
saw
in
it.
chat.
I saw it. In
Is
the
it because
stream.
you're in as a DM? Oh no, it just came up and then it went
Yeah,
away.
it came up in the stream.
I think
Okay.
there's just lag.
If it came up in the stream, great. Thank you guys. Let's go to the second person, and that is Zuma, D-Z-U-M-A, if you guys want to pronounce it correctly. D-Z-U-M-A, Zuma Tibandi. That is... Second... There's just too many people in this fucking room. Here we go. There we go. Change the tokens. She is... Boom. That's Zuma Tibandi. The woman of Indian descent. And then Yen Yamada, who is the woman of Asian descent. And I'm going to move you, Clark, just a bit. So all these folks appropriately. I'm sorry. It's horrible.
It's fine. It's fine. I'll get over it.
There's just too little room in this one house. But yes, here's Yen Yamada.
Yen
fourth-
Yamada, yen Yamada.
And she's the one in the Wayland jumpsuit?
All three of them, actually, now that I come
They're
to
all
think
in
of it,
Wayland
are
jumpsuits.
in
Okay.
Wayland jumpsuits. That is correct.
Okay.
The fourth person in the room is an individual who I described. He is in a sort of a workman's outfit, and I'm going to put him in the middle of the room just because there's just no room in this fucking place. With a mirror. There we go. And this is what he looks like.
We have not heard his
we-
name yet.
Yeah, do we get it?
He has not been introduced.
Clark's gonna say, "Who is that?" And almost accidentally.
He sort of blinks and turns his head towards you, Clark, and he says... he sort of chuckles for a second, and he says, "You can call me Lespera. Lenny Lespera."
Okay.
The three people in the chairs They look at each other for a second. And then Vidan looks to Lespera and says, now is not a good time for this conversation, Mr. Lespera. I think that it's important that our guests are received appropriately. Lespera looks at Vidan and he nods his head. He says, of course, Vidan, anything you say? I'll expect that this conversation is not over, just postponed. And then he nods his head at the three of them and walks out the door. So, tell us, Mr. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. And he sort of nods his chin at Savage.
I'm Sergeant Hank Savage.
Sergeant, interesting. What military force do you represent?
I was a part of the Colonial Marine Corps, but I'm detached to this mission.
Interesting. There's a Colonial Marine Corps.
There is.
That is new. Amir sort of coughs and says, they're not the only ones that represent the free states of Earth. I, as well, am part of Her Royal Majesty's Marines. I see. And your name? My name is Sergeant Amir, Hamada Amir, at your service. Nice to make your acquaintance, Sergeant Amir. So we have military here representing. Is this a military occupation?
No, I was gonna say, after she introduced herself, Dot was gonna kind of poke her head up from behind her and be like, obviously we're not all military, so don't go getting worried or anything.
I was about to say, they don't seem to be recruiting them that young, from what I remember.
Definitely not. No, thank you.
What is your name, miss?
Dot. Gale. Dorothy. Dot. Dot's fine. Just call me Dot.
The woman of Indian descent says, oh, like the Wizard of Oz?
Yes. My father apparently had a sense of humor.
I remember the Wizard of Oz. My grandmother showed me that movie when I was a small child, back in the old days.
Yeah, I never saw the movie, but we did have a copy of the book, which I read, which is honestly really weird and I don't quite get it, but it was cool.
And the rest of you?
My name is Phoebe. I'm Phoebe Murphy. I'm a medic. I help make sure these guys stay put together.
I would say, based on the current condition, that you have perhaps some work to do.
Indeed.
Chesterton, Dr. Chesterton Clark?
When you say Dr. Chesterton Clark, the woman of Asian descent, Yen Yamada, speaks for the first time. And she has sort of a low voice. She says, what are you a doctor of?
Well, I have PhDs in several fields, but I mostly focused on research at the moment, specifically environmental research.
Really? Environmental research. How intriguing. What do you know, based on your research, Doctor, of the current condition of this area of the world?
Well, seeing as how we've only been here for a short while, not much.
I see. It may surprise you to note that although the world does seem green and lush, that there is quite a good number of hazardous things in the jungle below. And I'm not speaking about our... She sort of looks to the other two. Our friends.
I don't know that I know what that means, but I would love an opportunity to perhaps share research with you sometime.
Sounds
Perhaps.
like something I look forward to speaking to you about. Vidan butts in for a moment. He says, well, I think we still have some others who have not introduced themselves. And he sort of, he looks over at Tucker.
Coughing up blood. Beaucephus Tucker, held together by duct tape. Prospector, here to help assess any sort of value to the colonies should they be able to reconnect with current management.
Well,
I just drive things. I don't fight well.
I'm hoping that your condition is not as serious as it looks.
Me too.
Do you require medical assistance beyond what your compatriot can deliver? We would be more than happy to have you convalesce here if you require medical attention.
Insight check.
So that would be a observation or empathy check. I'm
Holistic
okay with
medicine
either.
Suspicion check.
I would say either, empathy check of some kind. Probably, what's the best roll for this one? I mean, typically it's observation, but I will go with, well, empathy is used, the specific skill, manipulation, to try to manipulate other people. But this is an observation against any potential manipulation that they're trying to do.
So you're fine with either?
Yep.
Great. I'll try the manipulation of, let's call it conversation. That is 2 successes.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm all right with that. Yeah. So
That's so many dice.
that's a lot of dice. Yeah, you should just.
I'm in pain.
Yeah.
So many dice.
You're talking. You
Can I
manipulate.
go with?
Yeah, go ahead. Give me some stunts here.
I
With
was
your
gonna say, can I
single
do
success.
more than asked for?
Yeah.
So my goal behind the roll is this holistic medicine in the middle of the jungle sort of thing, or is this like we have a med pod and we can fix your hit points right now?
Yeah, I don't think you'd be able to discern that clearly what is being offered here, but
Okay.
based on what you've walked through, you can't discern any technology at all beyond that has been sort of haphazardly put together. So if there's any medical assistance that they're going to be able to provide, it's most likely going to be some kind of medical attention that they could have,
Stuff that would have been around 100 years ago.
yeah, or about then, or maybe some kind of medical aid that they can give to you based on herbal medication or plants or something.
Then yes, I would love to use that for does more than asked for to see if I can get a few more hit points back.
It's fair.
Cool.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Difference between personal med kit and surgical med kit. It looks like the surgical med kit is for the death savings
Correct.
throws and such, but the personal med kits would have been able to help him get some hit points back. Is that
Yeah, I
correct?
think, if I'm not mistaken, and please correct me if I'm wrong, I don't remember. I think you may have used a personal med kit to try to influence your medical aid roll against Tucker when he was broken last time. Right?
Yeah, I think you used the med kit to bring him back from broken.
Yeah.
Murphy,
But I have
No.
another one.
Yeah,
But I
they're
had
not,
another one. So
They're not consumable. Well, actually, are they consumables? They may actually be consumables. I'm pretty sure that they may be.
I
think
think
they
they're
It says it can only
consumables.
be used once.
There
but
you
I
go.
Yeah,
did
they're
have
consumable.
multiples.
Yeah, that's fine.
I did have multiple of them. That's why I was a little confused last time why I couldn't use. I felt like wasn't allowed to. I don't know. I don't know if I wasn't allowed to use it before on
You weren't
him.
not allowed to use
or-
it, so you can use it now if you want.
I think it was the number of turns we had while trying to patch up 2 of us.
That's true.
Yeah.
That
So
might have been it.
If you want
So-
to, Julie, if your character would like to sort of break out the bust out the medical kit and use that to help get him in a better position, I'm cool with it.
Like, I'm fine doing that, but I don't know what they were planning to do, and I didn't know which would be the better option.
I got you.
But had I realized that earlier, we would have probably stopped and done that earlier and on like en route, like
Yeah.
taking a minute.
Well, you wouldn't have been able to do so because they were sort of like egging you along the trail.
Okay.
So, but now is as good a place as any since you're, stopping here inside this
Right.
this house, right?
Right. So I could use that then now
Yeah, I'm all right with
to
that.
help him.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. So medical aid, and that gives me a +2, correct?
I believe so. If it says so on the item. Okay, 2 successes and a panic. Now, here's the problem.
Okay.
Panics can influence the use of anything or the action of something. I'm not going to say that the act of panicking here is going to cause any kind of actual panic conditions, but what I am going to say is if you get a 10 or higher on your panic roll, that the medical aid that you give to him will not be as successful as you had originally.
Okay.
So please roll
So-
your panic, Murphy. Fuck.
Ugh.
That's a 14.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
So here's the thing. One,
Oh, that's
clearly,
bad.
Clearly, Murphy does not go berserk and start killing people, right? That's just outlandish and rude, to be
It's
perfectly
fine, 'cause
honest.
Tucker will. No.
Instead, however, Murphy, you're shaking hands and you're still, very insistent attitude and beating heart cause your ability to coolly and calmly apply medical aid to Tucker. Perhaps your syringe of material is somehow affected, like the plunger doesn't go in all the way, the needle breaks or is bent in some fashion, the gauze bandages become sullied and therefore useless.
Does field surgeon help me at all?
What does field surgeon give you as a talent?
Let's find out.
I think that's the one that lets you treat wounds during combat, which is why you
Okay.
were able to do it in the first place.
That makes
Because
sense.
normal people can't.
Yeah.
Take a look
You
at field
know that
surgeon.
you get a +2 modification to medical aid when treating somebody who's about to die from a critical injury.
Ah,
So
so
Oh, okay,
that does
different.
not apply here.
that does not apply to here.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, we could make it apply, but
That's a different
Eat
kind
and
of game. That's a
Got a
different
can-do attitude we like around.
Yeah.
Exactly.
no.
So unfortunately, Murphy, I think you're going to have to take that particular med kit and toss it.
Okay.
I have a general question just to help paint the picture. Other than, so it seems from your description that like there's kind of a time gap between reality and this civilization of sorts. Other than the lightning rods, have we passed by or seen anything that seems out of time here? Or is it all pretty consistent?
They're all about the same time period in terms of the things that you spy, the garb that people are wearing, the kind of equipment that they're utilizing, right? They all seem to be about 40 to 50 years behind the current times.
But it's not a mix of like we see like advanced technology in
No,
the background or anything.
not at
Okay.
all. In fact,
Okay.
there's very little, if any, technology that has been implanted here.
I have no ulterior motive. I'm just
I know
painting
what
the
you're
picture for myself.
thinking here.
Mhm.
So, Vidan, as you guys are all introducing yourselves to each other, he says, "Well, then I assume that if we can assist you, then you can assist us. Not only, of course, by bringing us back into the folds of civilization, but by helping us to determine a particular problem that we have. And I know that you are thinking that it is the problem that you may have had to deal with just previously. We may have that particular issue under control, at least for the time being."
So there's another problem.
Yes, there is.
Oh,
As
boy.
he says, we may have this particular problem under control for the time being. The other two members of, let's call them the Wayland Council, or whatever you want to call them, three individuals in the chairs. The other two look at Vidan.
The WC.
Sure. They look at Vidan. Zuma looks at him with certainly a look of probably exasperation and maybe a little bit of anger. And Yen Yamada looks at him very coolly, sort of just examining. But certainly some kind of emotional response. Vidan ignores their stares and says, "We have a bit of a problem here that we've been trying to determine a way to move forward. And we're hoping that maybe you can, that you can find out more from them. We are not the only ones who have made this place our home. 2 months ago, there was a crash of a vessel, a Heliades vessel, space vessel, in the jungle, perhaps 4 or 5 kilometers away. There were survivors of this crash. We have brought them here to our home. They are not from any of the colonized worlds that we are all from. They seem to be from a different place entirely. They're all very afraid of something, but they refuse to speak of it. There is a one who speaks for them, the leader, I would assume. He's a very well-spoken individual, but again, he refuses to speak of his past or anything associated to the crash itself. But he is a well-spoken individual. That said, we do keep them under a very watchful eye in case they decide to make trouble. And trouble is something we cannot afford.
Is that the people in the tents?
If you're referring to the individuals by the Tranquility, then yes.
I think it might be helpful, maybe, to speak to this. For one of us, not me, for someone to speak to this leader. Maybe.
That might be a good idea.
I think we can do that.
A couple of us might be able to go and do that while you are talking research purposes.
I think that it would be advantageous. It will certainly make this community safer if we have an understanding of their motivations. I wish my community to welcome these refugees, if they are so named such.
And we understand you want to be safe in your community and you don't want just anybody here. We understand this.
Yes, indeed. As he says this, and you have this sort of back and forth with Murphy, out of the corner of your eye, you do see Zuma Tabandi sort of grip her fist and bite her lip.
She'll look at her out of the corner of her eye and just take note of it and note self to talk to her later.
Now,
because obviously she's not going to say anything now.
Fair enough. Vidan says, now you may find some of our ways perhaps a little antiquated. We have been this way for quite a while. It's a sad state of affairs that our home has become what it is. We are few in number, for certain. But we have made this place our home. We are a community of people who consider themselves a one big family. Despite our particular aims, he sort of like gently moves his head to one side and to the other, sort of side-eyeing the people in the room.
So what exactly did happen down there to your colony?
Yan Yamada says it wasn't overnight. She says the colony was burgeoning and prosperous. The mining facility brought many years of plenty from it. Make an observation roll, Doc.
Okay. Two success.
Okay.
One panic if it counts.
You see a sort of a look of perhaps regret and maybe remorse on Yen Yamada's face as she
Okay.
says, the isolation decimated us. We were a community of 40,000 people. But 40 years ago, our ties to the other colonies and, of course, to Earth finally broke under the strain. Many people from the colonies, they chose not to have any commerce with us whatsoever. So we were relegated to, well, to ourselves. Families broke into infighting. Others determined that it was impossible to live in a community that would only serve itself, and so they dispersed into the jungle to find a new home. They chose their path and their way of life.
This
To
is Yen
survive.
saying this?
This is Yen Yamada saying this. Others, like we, under the authority of the Wayland Corporation, clung to our civilization, our heritage, and created these homes far above the jungle. But our erstwhile neighbors, they changed. They became haunted, warped, hungry.
Yeah, probably from all that gas in the jungle. Was it always like that?
When
or
you
was
say that,
recent?
Vidan says, no, that was a choice. That was a mistake. And Zumi says, no, it was not a mistake. We did that for a very specific reason. And you went along with that plan, Vidan. My hand was forced, and I regret that now. I regret doing what we
hey
did.
Guys, I'm 14, so whatever this is with you two is way above my pay grade, but just so we're clear, you guys gassed the jungle?
Yen sort of sits back coolly and said, did what we had to do. They would have
Right.
overwhelmed us.
Huh, okay.
This sounds a lot like what happened that I've read that happened in the history books in the United States in 2026. Sounds very familiar.
Oof.
Ouch.
Marcus.
Sorry, I skipped that day in Earth history.
For real.
But, like, before all this happened, why did the other colonies just stop trading with you? Did they not need your minerals anymore? Or...
There was a period of time where we did not hear from Earth. There was no communication at all. Vast solar storms wreathed around this area of space, and we were cut off from each other.
How long ago was that?
that's also not what you said. You said the other colonies wouldn't have anything to do with you. And that's kind of a specific choice of words, and I'm just trying to flesh out what you meant by that.
We had bad political, and this is before my time. This was before I was but a child at this time, but the diplomacy broke down. Diplomacy broke down between the colonial worlds. The technology wasn't there to overcome the vast solar storms, and so we started infighting, and the colonies fell to pieces.
Bullshit check.
You want to do a bullshit check? That's fine.
Oh fuck yes.
Go for it.
I'm gonna do that with observation because my empathy is garbage.
That's fine. One success, one panic.
One success.
Please roll your panic. If you get
Oh,
a 10 or
boy.
higher, it won't work.
If I've got a 10 or higher, I have something I can do to fix that.
Okay,
so.
cool. Let's see.
Let's see here.
By the way, Dad, I'm glad you made a Music Man reference in the chat because I was about to.
You're welcome. All
It's an
right, I
11.
am going
You
to.
can do something about
I'm going
that?
to activate Hold Your Nerve,
Yep.
and I'm going to use my signature item to reduce my panic total by d6 points.
Well, if you get 2 or higher,
Mm-hmm.
then we're good.
3.
Superb. So yeah, you grab. What is your signature item, Dot? I forgot.
My signature item is my multi-tool.
Superb. So you grab your multi-tool and sort of flip it in the air, flipping it over and over again.
Yeah,
as you're
she's
trying
like,
to-
yeah, she's just like tossing it in her hand while
Love
she
it.
watches and listens to this.
Yeah,
It's like her ADD fidget.
I love it. Yeah, it seems like Viden's telling the truth. He's embarrassed. He's sort of blaming it on the
I mean, he's blaming it on
Astronomical-
politics, but like,
yeah.
do I get the impression that this colony and or its leadership fucked up somehow to cause the other colonies?
It's
to not wanna
possible.
be there?
It's very
and
distinctly
he's
possible.
he's just couching that in
Mhm.
politics-ese.
Yeah.
Or as Dot thinks of it, grown-up-ese.
Grown-up-ese.
definitely.
100%.
He's definitely doing that bullshit grown-up can't admit that I fucked up, so I'm passing the buck thing.
Yep.
And she recognizes that. And so like she kind of catches it in her hand after last toss, and she's like, cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's really hot in here. I need some air. And she's gonna go step outside and stand outside the door. Like, sort of leaning against the wall so she can still listen to what's going on inside, but no longer actively participating.
Yeah. It does seem to be hot in here. I mean, this whole place is fucking hot as hell. But it doesn't seem like you see any of the people either on the plateau or even in this place, like, sweating at all. They're all just, like,
Yeah, I'm
used to it.
So should we maybe perhaps go see those visitors of yours now?
That
or
Yes, that would be acceptable. Again, if you choose to stay here for the night or perhaps longer, we're more than happy to accommodate you.
That would be great. Thank you.
I mean, I may take you up on that offer to check out my guts here for a minute, if you don't mind leading me in the direction of your witch doctor tent.
Yes, of course. One last thing. And he sort of like pulls out from behind the chair a sizable cylinder, which you immediately recognize as the colony's long data disk. He says, "We do not have any way of having this showcased to you. We do not use technology of this kind, but this is something left over from the old days. We assume that you have computers and the like technology that can interpret the history of our colony from this."
It's possible we could translate what's on there, yeah.
Excellent.
sure, we could take a look.
As a sign of cooperation between our two, families, I give this to you. As he holds it out, Yen and Zuma almost reflexively sort of put a hand out like,
Cannot
Yen
wait
especially.
to find out what's on this thing.
There's something juicy.
feel like Chesterton reaches for it as he holds it out, and then when he sees the others kind of move, he's like awkwardly like, "What do I do?" So he's like, hands out, hands in, hands out. Do I?
Murphy will go ahead and put her one hand on his and lower it down, and then reach out and take it herself.
Nice. Murphy?
Hey, Doc, can you translate that for us?
I possibly yes.
Would there be anything on the tractor?
Dot kind of calls over her shoulder from
Or is
the
that a
door.
fiction?
If they're cool with it, we're kind of supposed to take it back with us.
Is there any way to read that on the tractor? Because she's right. We're supposed to take that back to the ship for sure. I don't know if we can read it without having stuff on the actual like mother.
Yeah, no, you need
Hardware
Mother
room?
to interpret the long data disk.
We appreciate this show of support and collaboration, and we will continue our inspection. And I'm going to look to the other players as I say this, sort of raising my voice, going, "I don't know how to finish this button and move on to the next section." We will continue our inspection and report back to you with the best of intentions.
Excellent.
What's the name?
Like, that's pretty good.
What's the name of the leader of the
face.
refugees?
Yes, he calls himself Chikondi Okafor. And I'm going to put that in chat so that you guys can pronounce that correctly. Chikondi Okafor.
Do we have technology on the ship that parks on the planet to do anything with
Yes.
the data disk? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, on your ship, on the Solovetsky Island, you could just plug that data
Okay.
disk right in, and see what's on it.
What about a data pad? Can somebody plug a data pad into it? Or does
You
it need
could,
something-
yeah. Actually, come to think of it, I hadn't realized that you guys had those things. But yeah, data pads, you could probably just, grab the outboard cable and plug it into the long data disk. It may take a little longer to download all the information. We're talking about, terabytes and terabytes and terabytes of historical data here.
I don't have a data pad, but I do have a system diagnostic device.
More like petabytes, to be perfectly honest.
So many bytes.
Petabytes!
Anybody got a data pad?
No.
I might have one. Let me see here.
I think you do, Tucker, because you have pups, so I think you also have a PDAT.
You guys got, like, ammo and maintenance jacks out your ass, and you can't get a fucking PDAT? Come on.
I had a neurovisor.
Oh, well.
I have
I
a very
got
low
I got two
encumbrance, and
PDATs.
fuck
Two
your
PDATs.
neurovisor, Doc.
Two
I got two
yeah,
on me.
for real. Dot's opinion towards neurovisors is slightly skewed.
Is somewhat impacted by the trauma of finding this
Yeah,
creep,
that's-
putting it on my
That's
head and
Dot's
my
future
freight.
trauma.
Fair enough. So, do any of you want to speak about anything, historically or otherwise, regarding this particular new colony that they formed? To Zuma, to Yanyamata, or to Vidan Semenya?
Not in front of all of them at once.
No, absolutely not. Not after the Hatfields and McCoys.
Okay.
Doc's
And
got
also,
a
like,
question.
the minute he said big family, Dot's just like, oh, great, more family bullshit.
Or family bullshit.
Operation Olive Garden.
I will write that dread scenario one day. It will happen.
When you're
What-
here. your
What you need,
family.
Doc?
Oh, after the computer labs, I don't know if I can play that. Oh, man, that was stressful.
That was pretty rough.
What are the purposes of the what appear to be lightning rods that we have walked by?
Oh, yes, of course. They are indeed lightning rods. Sorry to be so blasé about it. There is quite a tumultuous atmospherical condition here on this planet. Storms pop up out of nowhere, last for minutes, but the energies that they produce would be akin to a week-long storm here on this planet versus one on Earth. At least that's what my historical records tell me, anyway.
So it sounds like they've always been there.
Oh no, we've created them so that our folks don't get flash fried.
It kind of seems like that might be technology that is slightly more advanced than everything else that we see around here.
Lightning rods are extremely basic, almost. If you want to talk about, how long lightning rods have been in use, from what I understand, at least in Earth history, they've been around for many hundreds of years. We simply have to expand their overall size to accommodate
Just
for what the storms are.
Somewhat curious that is one of the few things made of metal that we've seen around here. There's a lot of wood structures and things of that sort, but
Well, we do have, quite a lot of other items here that our family members craft and create. They do utilize pieces of metal, pieces of ore left over from the mining facility. We do use them for our tools and for other things within our fences, for example.
what type of metal would that be exactly?
Well, it's mostly a composite of copper and iron. To be honest, it's sort of a very basic steel.
I understand. Thank you.
Yes, of course.
So what precisely did you guys do to the jungle down there?
Vidan sighs and he says, several years ago,
Lisa.
we made a decision to effectively reduce the hardships that we were experiencing due to our former neighbors.
You're talking about the cannibals.
I prefer not to call them such. Some of our more colorful words would be inclusive of that, but I prefer to call them our neighbors. Yen says, they're feral. They're feral beasts. They don't deserve anything even close to a proper nomenclature. Vidan says, they are who they are. They are trapped in a destroyed mind.
Any idea what destroyed their minds?
Isolation. Years of being away from society.
Bullshit check.
Yeah, manipulation. Empathy or
Empathy,
observation.
Can I do manipulation again, just to sort of
Sure.
Continued social reading?
Yeah.
You keep using that word.
I do not think it means what you think it means. Jeez,
Yep.
Tucker. Okay,
Yep.
so
That's a lot of
Welcome to
that's a lot of successes. I'm going to say this. Just because you guys have been here for a bit of time, you've been here for at least 10 minutes, maybe longer, 20 minutes or so, I'm going to say you guys can drop your stress by 2.
Nice.
You want me to re-roll?
No, I'm just going to drop the last 2 stresses, which is
Great.
still a
I
panic.
mean, it's still a panic no matter
Still a
what.
panic, but drop your stress by 2,
Yep.
everybody. And then I'd like you to roll that panic, Tucker, to see if you get 10 or higher on your panic.
Yes.
Stress level 7 never felt so
Oh,
big.
shit. Okay. Right. Sorry, I closed the character sheet the wrong way. Panic roll.
Okay, 7. Yeah, so your manipulation does go off. You don't sense that this guy is trying to prevaricate, right? You don't sense that he's trying to bullshit you. He does seem to
Think it's
feel
connected. Yeah. Okay.
that the reason why these folks are the way they are is because they chose to leave the colony as it was falling to ruin and went into the jungle, had to fend for themselves, and in doing so became a different kind of person altogether.
I'm going to make a sidelong glance at my team as I say, well, perhaps as we continue to find out what's going on here with the more seasoned information that we have of other things happening around the galaxy, we might be able to find out what exactly interacted with them that made them go so crazy. Maybe there's something else.
So we made a decision, as we were constantly being assaulted, and in some cases, some of our family was outright murdered by these very down and unfortunate souls, that we decided to alter the settings on our atmosphere processor to release low levels of phosgene gas. Phosgene gas is denser than the air that we breathe, and so this gas has been building up on the jungle floor.
I believe we did. Did we figure out that it was phosgene gas? Like, that sounds familiar to me.
You did.
Yes. I think
Do
Doc
we-
knew.
Is there a list of anything that was in the mines that you had, or stuff that was produced here on the planet that perhaps may have interacted with the phosgene in an unusual way?
I don't believe so.
I
The
respect that you
mines-
don't believe that, but I'd like to check anyway.
Well, the mine has been professionally mothballed ever since we left. It's still in very good condition from our last survey. In fact, I believe, and he points over
back
at
at
the...
cylinder.
He
Yep.
points over at Murphy, and he points specifically at the long
Yep.
data disk. He says,
Yep.
the instructions to actually restart the facility are in that long data disk at last check.
Above table, real quick, Matt. And the mine shut down because of the global, the galactic EMP.
Yeah, essentially, what they did was they realized that they didn't have the ability to support it any longer.
Great, got it. So we're sitting on the MacGuffin answers, but we can't do shit until we get to the spaceship, which means leaving things completely unadjusted or splitting the party.
And then they literally just moved up here
Yeah.
to get away from the cannibals in the jungle and abandon the city.
Because running
Essentially.
away from your problems and blaming somebody else
Okay.
has worked out historically great for everybody.
Totally.
Have you seen Ray and the Last Dragon?
That's how it works, right?
Yes.
Well, thank you for this information and your hospitality in terms of allowing us to be amenable to your situation. And we will circle up ourselves and figure out how best to divide our attentions outside. And I'm going to go get my guts patched up.
One last thing, Zuma says as she stands up, and she says, before you leave, I just wish you to know that some of you are armed. We respect your need to defend yourselves. Our family relies on much more menial versions of your rather large and impressive firepower. That said, we have no interest in causing any harm to you, as I would assume you do not to us. Can we make that assumption confidently?
Yes.
I'm using this as a crutch, literally.
We understand your current condition, and we wish you well.
Just sort of
We
adjust my
also-
armpit in the maintenance check.
Zuma walks up to Hamida Amir, who is sort of staring at her, and says, just want you to know that our ways are not your ways. We consider our security to our family of the highest priority. Please respect that. Amir says,
Absolutely.
I have no problems as long as my fellow crewmates do not. Very well. She sits back down in her chair. There is an unspoken tension in the room between the five of you, technically six with Amir, and these three individuals, although there is, a certain amount of pleasantry and information being shared. It's just something off about these people. Like, would you invite them to a party? Probably not.
I
Depends on
don't
the
even
party.
want to spend the night up here with these fucking weirdos.
Fucking weirdos is a bit harsh, don't you think, Dot?
No?
Okay, never mind. Tell you,
14. I'm 14.
I'll tell you who are fucking weirdos. We are fucking weirdos. And I think it's time for these fucking weirdos to take a break. So let's come back in 5 minutes, and we will be back with more Alien RPG. All right, we are back. So you have sort of been given the layout of this joint and who everybody is. And what is it that you folks would like to do? I guess I would like to ask.
I'm definitely going with Tucker
Yeah.
to see what their medical situation is.
Team
Out of
Looky Loo.
Curiosity.
You said that this Plateau E here was where a lot of like the market and industry kind of stuff was happening.
Yeah. Very much trade central.
I am going to wander through that with whoever is headed over to talk to these guys, but I'm going to assess the situation when I get there and see if it seems like it's worth me going in there or if I should poke around and try to get info from the locals.
Okay.
But I'm gonna head to the prison camp. Foreigner compound with the others. I'll head in that direction.
Okay.
Phoebe
Right
is,
now, she's just sitting outside, scratching patterns in the dirt with the blade of her knife.
Mm-hmm.
Phoebe feels like maybe somebody who's not military should be going over there. So while she does want to assist Tucker at medical, I'm not sure which way she should go.
Actually,
So
Phoebe,
she's-
as we're kind of all headed out the tent, like, Phoebe, I want you to come with me to the prison camp. I want to get the leader away from everybody else and give you a chance to maybe try to get something out of the people, figure out what they're afraid of.
Okay. All right.
Then maybe you can go in, like, act like you're doing a welfare check.
Yeah, that'll work.
Oh, there you go. Smart.
She was thinking the same thing. Good excuse. And while they're walking, she is going to interact with her signature item, her locket,
Oh, that didn't change.
to reduce a stress.
Okay. I'm all right with that.
Can she also pop a nap relief?
You can do whatever you'd like.
Okay. Let's
Just
do that
remember
too.
the consequences of nap relief in terms of using
I have no idea what those are.
nap relief. Reduce stress. So nap relief
But-
are used as a pharmaceutical way to reduce stress
To zero.
to zero. So you
Oh.
shouldn't even need to use your signature item. The problem with nap relief is that it is extremely addictive. So using nap relief more than once in a 24-hour period, you have to roll stamina. If you fail your stamina roll, you become addicted to said pharmaceutical. And
Maybe we'll
well,
hold off then.
shall we say, there are people who are addicted to pharmaceuticals that have less than positive tendencies.
And also, if you keep taking it, which you have to, or you go into withdrawal, if you take too much, even worse shit happens.
Oh yeah, drugs are bad. Okay.
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 Yeah. How about we wait on that?
I'm
then,
I'm
and-
literally just remembering everybody passing out on that one fucking space station
Yeah.
from all
Yeah.
the Napro.
So much Napro.
Everybody had to pop a Napro because we were all at 9 or 10, and then like half of us either blacked out or forgot who we were.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Well, in that case,
Fun times.
I'm down to 6 without it, so I'll just hold off for a while.
Fair
then
enough.
On that.
Just remember, every 10 minutes in a safe
That's the other
space, you go down a stress.
Exactly.
Down a stress.
That was my other thought. So let's hold off until that we need to. Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys, put your tokens wherever you'd like them to be. You have free run of the place as long as you don't do anything untoward.
Stupid.
Medical somewhere back here, right?
So yeah, I mean, you could ostensibly find somewhere to treat your wounds there, Tucker. like in the trade area. Yeah.
I guess it's more of a question of is it A or E? It's a E. You think?
I would say it's E. Yeah, A is much more of a labor-intensive sort of a workman's camp.
Okay. I guess that's sort of my question is would it make sense to have medical closer to where the injuries can be, or?
Yeah, no, I would say the opposite. I would say medical is clearly not where the injuries should be at all.
Understood.
Aren't they supposed to be taking him somewhere? Didn't they offer to like take him and take care of him?
Yeah, I think that's probably where they would take him, is to that area. To dress his wounds appropriately, to give him some kind of medicinal relief.
I'm here, buddy. I'm right next to you.
I'm going to say
Kitty?
Amir. Amir goes with the folks towards the refugee camp. There she goes.
Dot
So-
is gonna kind of, as she's walking with these guys this way, she's gonna look and see if she sees anybody who looks like they're working to repair things around in this area.
Repair what kinds of things?
I guess they don't really have any like machinery or anything.
Oh.
I don't know what kind of skills I would use to repair things that aren't heavy machinery.
I mean, look, they're not like prehistoric peoples, right? They
Yeah.
still have, sheet metal and forges and things of that
Mhm.
ilk, right? I'd say it's more like, I don't know, early 18th century technology.
Okay.
So,
Then I think.
that kind of stuff. Before the advent of the industrial age.
All right, Dot's actually gonna pop over to these guys and be like, "All right, look, I got two ideas here. Either I come with you and I don't know, pretend to be Bella's assistant and help her, or I can hang out with these folks here and see if I can just get any information out of them because maybe they'll talk to a kid."
I'd say
What do you
go
think?
for it.
All right, that's what I'll do. Looked kind of creepy back there anyway. Peace out. Find you later. And she's
Stay
gonna
safe.
head back into the mix.
On the way over, I want to talk to or grab one of our escorts. Are they sticking to us, or are they kind of?
They're giving you distance, but there are guards, certainly much more, more of these individuals who are armed and who wear the Wayland jumpsuits inside of the refugee camp.
Okay. So yeah, I want to grab one of our escorts, and is it possible that I can get Chikondi away from the camp?
You're asking the guards this?
Yeah, like we had the escorts that followed us in, showed
Yeah,
us here.
yeah, absolutely. If you ask the guards, can you get him away from the camp? The guard looks at you and he says, "No, they're relegated to this space."
Yes, but your elders wanted us to try and figure out why these people are so afraid, and I think they're afraid of him. So I want to get him away from the camp. You guys, send a couple of guards to follow us. We walk around your market here, and I talk to him while they get in there and try to figure out what the problem is.
I don't believe we can allow for that. I'm very sorry, sir, but all refugees must stay inside the fenced area.
Very good then.
You could probably walk him like down here to the end of the plateau under the auspices of enjoying the view.
That works. All right, I'm heading towards the camp.
All right. Murphy, Savage, and Amir, you approach the fence with the two escorts. As you do so, you do in fact see that there are three Waylander guards inside the camp. The tents that they have are old and somewhat tattered. And there's this palisade of wooden spikes that are in the ground, which forms this sort of makeshift fence. one of the Waylander guards says to the other, yeah, the visitors, Vidan sent them here. They want to talk to Chikandi. All right. When do I get off my shift? Yeah, it's just like in a couple of hours. Okay, well, can you just relieve me then? Yeah, fine. No worries. And he undoes a sort of a rather large chain to this fence, which, you know, the poles they're about, I don't know, 2 or 3 feet apart. And there's like sort of wire, not like barbed wire, but just like wire in between. And these tent poles, these sort of stakes in the ground, are about 6 feet tall. So clearly it's meant for, you know, a normal human-sized person. So what you see is as he opens the fence, or the door to the fence, I should say, that there are a number of, as I said before, probably about anywhere between 15 and 20 of these individuals. And they range in age from young, like children, to older men and women. And walking amongst them are these Wayland guards. So
Okay.
you can move inside if you'd like.
Look at one of the guards, and which one's Chikandi?
The guard points to a dark-skinned man who's walking to and fro inside the perimeter of the camp near one of the fires. That's him.
All right, I'm gonna head on over.
Amir comes with you.
Murphy will also follow, at least for the first introductions, since he's the leader of this camp.
Absolutely. So you spy this individual who you've been directed to, and he looks like this.
Handsome man.
I went to college for that
Did
guy.
that work? Here? No, let's try this again here. Boom. Did that work? Did it
Yeah.
come through in
Yeah, it's
in-
up.
Yep.
in Zoom? Cool. There we go. And yeah, he seems to be talking amongst all of the other refugees.
I'm gonna walk up to him.
Okay.
Are you Chikandi?
Yes, I am.
Mm.
Who are you?
I'm gonna extend my hand. The name's Hank Savage.
He looks at you up and down. He says, "You are not from here."
No, we're actually from Earth. We've doing an expedition trying to reconnect with all the lost colonies.
I see. As you say these words, some of the other members of this camp are all dressed in these sort of dark onesies or one-piece suits. They stop and stare at you. Did he say Earth? I think he did. Yeah. Allow me, please. Are these men and women with you as well?
They are.
I see. Have you any thoughts of leaving here with anyone, with these colonists, bringing them back to Earth?
It's entirely possible. Yeah, we're hoping to reconnect and get the colonies working again if they can, and if the environment is too inhospitable, yeah, we'll extract the colonists.
I see. That is very good. Yes. What do you need of me?
I just wanted to talk, figure out how you guys got here, where you came from.
The look on his face is one of trepidation and anxiety, a little nervous.
Got you. Hey, walk with me. Like, I want to get a better look at the jungle.
You
I don't want to
must-
go down there. I'm going to look up, just walk around here up in the plateau.
Yes, just please be very careful. We cannot go beyond the camp to the bluff.
No, I was going to look south. I've already been north. I kind of wanted to get a view of everything down here.
Savage, as you start to walk south, one of the guards puts his hand out in front and he says, "Can't go near the bluff
Why can't we go near the bluff?
because it's not for you." Chikandi sort of stands behind the guard between you and the rest of the camp, and he says, "We must not go there."
Why can't we go there?
The guard just stares at you.
Are you afraid we're going to jump off?
Not unless you do something very stupid.
Is there a slipping hazard?
No.
So then, why don't you have a fence down here?
That's what we're for.
Is there an area slightly away from the other people that I can talk to this guy?
You can head over there. And he sort of points towards the sort of northeastern edge, like around here. But right around
Gotcha.
here is where he stopped you. Right? He stopped you from going any further than there.
Oh, I didn't need to go down that far.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Not here or here so much. Right here.
Yeah. Right there, where the curve of the actual mesa seems to come to an end.
Okay.
Not for you. Well said.
Not for you.
Not for you.
I
That's
found that
great.
to be a very interesting phraseology, so I would like it remembered.
Not for you.
Mm-hmm. I didn't realize Dot paid this much attention to semantics, but I guess she does.
Dot is a sementologist. Is that a word? Sementologist? Ooh, that sounded
not,
weird.
Future for us
Sementologist?
than
That's
for who?
whoa.
Future.
Semanticist?
Semanticist?
Semanticist? Future linguist up here, perhaps?
Who is allowed to go down there?
We are.
Will you walk with me? Tell me about things.
The guard says I have to stay on shift.
You are staying on shift. You're still in the area. You're making sure I don't travel too far.
Yeah,
Just walking with me as far as we can. Just talk to me about this place.
sure. Whatever. Johnny, just keep an eye on things, yeah? All right. So the guard, I'll put a guard token in there. How does that sound?
Johnny just got his union card, that one line.
Johnny's enormous. Gotta take Johnny down a bit. There we go.
Is he half ogre?
Yes. So, Chikandi and you stand off to the side while this guard walks with Murphy, probably as far as here, Murphy. That's as far as you probably can go before he says that's enough. Yeah. So let's start with a conversation with Chikandi, right? And you can
Right.
we'll come back to you in a bit, Murphy.
So where did your ship come from?
Well, where on earth are you from?
The United States. Or what's left of it.
Huh. In the United Americas, you mean?
Yeah.
They used to call it the United States until, well, there was that thing in 2026. But we're not going to talk about that.
Well, 2026 was 2026.
Very good year for wine. Very bad year for political aspirations.
Right?
But, speaking seriously, have you ever heard of, are you a religious man, Mr. Savage?
A little bit.
May I ask your particular faith?
Christian. How about yours?
I perhaps ascribe to a different religious tendency or belief system than you and many others do. At least I did at one time.
Oh, it's okay. We can still get along.
Of course, of course. I was just wondering if you had maybe heard of it. My people's original religious group was known as the Church of Immaculate Incubation.
I haven't heard of that one.
Well, it is not very much.
Oh, God.
It's not very well known.
Oh, God.
It's not very well known as to what it is that this particular church was in favor of. Have you perhaps heard of a relatively famous book? Banned in many systems, but it is known as Space Beast.
I have. I have.
Thought you were gonna say the Book of Mormon.
No, not the Book of Mormon.
Yes,
very
callback.
popular Broadway play in the years leading up to 2026, and then
Hey,
there
you're
was
a real historian, aren't you?
You know all kinds of shit.
Hmm. Well, my history, my story, and my people's story stems from that.
Got you.
Yes. The Church of Immaculate Incubation believed, much like yours, in a savior. But that savior was, as opposed to the one born on Earth 2,000 some odd years ago, that savior was from beyond the stars. It was a creature out of time and space, brought to our worlds to lead us to salvation.
Gotcha.
Yes. It eventually became sponsored by a very famous and wealthy man named Yanis Ruedi. Perhaps you have heard of him.
Here he is.
Have I heard that one?
I know that name.
Yes,
You
you do.
sure should,
Because of the-
Sarah.
Because of the church in the Marines game.
Right. Fuck, I
He's
knew it.
He's
God
the
damn it. The guy who had the engineers and the fucking brain mat. Yeah, the
he
thing
looks.
Yeah.
He looks like
Werner Herzog?
Harkonnen.
that. Oh, yes.
No,
Yes.
he does not look like Harkonnen. He
Yes, he
looks
does.
like no.
He
doesn't.
looks like a bald Werner Herzog, which is the Harkonnens.
to be.
Isn't Werner Herzog already kind of bald?
It's very different. I've lost my hair.
I'll tell you who he looks like.
Bald young
because
Werner
the
Herzog.
art that
Okay, fair.
Yanis Ruedi is actually the art that Yanis Ruedi stems from. Go back into the annals of our videos, folks, and you will hear me say this, and I'll say it again. It's H.R. Geiger.
Yes.
That's
Equally
great.
as creepy as Werner Herzog.
Yes, that's 100% true.
Exactly. But I maybe he didn't look like him. Maybe it was
Yeah.
the voice Matt gave him that made me think of Werner Herzog. 'Cause in my brain, he's always Werner Herzog.
I would like to see the baby.
Exactly.
I would like to see Space Jesus.
Chikandi continues and says, yes, Yanis Ruedi.
Okay.
He and other members of the church broke off from the Church of Immaculate Incubation and decided to create their own smaller religion, if you wish to call it such. Some may have deemed it a cult. I feel these kinds of names are perhaps rude and myopic at best.
Sure.
But that was called the Children of the Two Divines.
That's not the same one.
It is.
Hmm.
The Children of the Two Divines. For those of you who are perhaps following us in our Marine campaign, and if you haven't been, what the hell's wrong with you? Go watch it. The Children of the Two Divines was indeed
Best characters I ever played.
hell yes, Sarah.
R.I.P.
100%. The group of shall we call them baddies? Yeah, baddies who were involved with the goings-on that the Marines were attempting to defend several systems, right? They were trying to defend themselves against the machinations of this group, trying to prevent them from getting the black goop, trying to prevent them from getting, my God, I can't say this, Plagiaris potensis. It's the stuff that's in the vials, that are in the urns, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you may recall as well, this is of course meta knowledge, so if you've watched it, great. If you haven't, don't worry about it, that Giannis Ruetti had a sidekick.
Oh, that bitch!
That bitch, as Sarah calls her.
That I almost fucking caught, and then she got away from us.
That you almost fucking caught and got away from you. And her name was... Anybody? Bueller? Anyone?
She
I
had
just
a
remember
white
the
bob.
rocket
DOO economics.
Extra points if
I-
you remember. Chat,
I
this
remember-
goes to you too. If you remember, that
I
means that
remember
you're
the
cool.
silver
Please hold,
bob
please hold.
haircut. Was it Athena?
No.
No. I don't know why that popped into my head. It just did.
Somebody in chat said Altera.
Nope, not Altara. Mother Mishka.
Mother Mishka! That's
Damn straight. Well done,
it.
Dragon
Beat me to it.
001300A. I don't know who you are, but you have a cool last name. Mother
And a good
Mishka.
memory.
100%. Yes, Australis. Everyone involved is a baddie. But we're not talking about those kinds of baddies. Baddie as in bad guy. He is not bad guy, he's bad guy.
He's badass. He's not bad guy.
For me, what are you saying? Immaculate what?
Immaculate Incubation.
Incubation. Okay.
That was the original church.
That tracks.
The Church of the Two Divines branched off from it, is what Chikandi is saying, right? Many years after that, there was a initiative that Mother Mishka and Giannis Ruedi attempted to bring the children of the two divines into the arms of their savior, to find them out in the void. I came on as a very troubled individual who found hope and a brighter future, perhaps, within this group. Mother Mishka was a very charismatic woman. Although she was not herself a woman, she was, of course, a synthetic. Stop
Well,
me if I am going too
synthetics
fast.
can be.
Stop me if I am going too fast. I know this is a bit of a lord dump. But eventually, the plan that they had failed. And Mother Mishka was rebuked. Where she went, no one really knows. But it fell to others to take up the mantle of the children of the two divines. One of them, another synthetic, perhaps of the same make and model as Mother Mishka, took up the reins and as well the plans that Giannis Ruedi and Mishka had.
Better not have been Winters.
Thank you, Sarah. So, with their input, they brought their followers, including myself, to an area of space not far from the lost colonies. An area of space that they called perfected space.
Oh, Christ. It's all coming together now. All of my trauma.
You may want to know more, but I can tell you that the perfected space was where our saviors resided, where they lived, where they made their homes, where they could extend their influence throughout the galaxy. And then his whole attitude changes, Savage. As he sort of looks down from the top of the mesa into the jungle, almost staring. Almost like he's not even talking to you anymore. And he says, "Finally made it to perfected space. And met them. The ones
What'd you think of them?
The ones who Giannis Ruedi and Mishka wanted so very badly to bring us into their arms. They were like gods. Horrible, beautiful gods. But then I saw her change. I saw the horrible diseases that they would inflict upon those that encountered them. The shapes, like his eyes begin to water and tear up. They made no sense. Their bodies, they weren't people anymore. And so I took those around me that I loved and that I respected. And he sort of like breaks out of his reverie and turns back towards the camp and ran. We ran from perfected space here. But our ship, it could not take the strain of the atmosphere, and so we crashed.
Gotcha. And how have these people been treating you since you've been here?
Well, with an understandable level of suspicion. But I do not know what their ultimate designs are for us. We wish only to live in peace.
It sounds to me like they wanted to integrate you into their society.
There are some that say that they wish that. There are some that say that they wish us to be to fend for ourselves. So, have I answered your questions, Mr. Savage?
I think so. You guys all seem very skittish. Is there a particular reason for that?
Would you not be if you were penned in for 2 months, not knowing what the future held for you?
You've been here 2 months already?
Yes.
Have they treated you badly at all since you've been here?
They keep us under guard. They tell us our home is here for now, and that they have not yet made a decision as to what to do with us. How would you feel?
Okay. Well, let's see if we can negotiate this and to a better outcome for you. One way or another.
Thank you. They are very different people than what I remember Earth being. They have a very different mindset.
Mindset how?
I do not know. They are very strict with their understanding of their laws, and they do not allow for us to speak for ourselves. We are like to them children. We are as human as they. We are not like those below.
That's obvious.
Hope that I have told you what you need to understand, Mr. Savage.
I think so. Savage reaches into his breast pocket and he pulls out his cigar case. Pulls one out for himself and then offers one to Chikondi.
Takes it. He says, I have not had one of these in many years. Puts it in his mouth. I'm assuming you light it for him.
Yeah, pulls out a lighter, lights it for him.
Oh my goodness.
And drop my stressor level.
Yeah. He drops his stress a level too.
Just for canon, are Cubans still illegal?
I don't know, man. I'll have to look it
I think
up.
Cuban would be a part of the United Americas now, wouldn't it?
It could be. It could also be part of the UPP. I don't know. I'd have to
They
find
also
out.
haven't been illegal since Obama, so it's new.
There you
it's
go.
new.
There you
See?
go.
Well, I feel like we're off and on. Like, we could be off again.
Yeah, there's stupid reasons to pretend it keeps going, but they're not
It
actually illegal, right?
doesn't matter.
A
Cuban
lot of shit happens in
cigars.
2026, you know?
Hell
You never know.
Exactly.
Hey.
We got to wait one more year to find out exactly what happens.
Cuban cigars are like everybody else's cigars.
I mean,
They
I
have good
posted a
ones and they
picture
got
in our
bad ones.
Discord chat.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
I had a silly moment.
I'll have to look at it afterwards.
Mhm.
What? A?
Hey, ooh. All right. So, Murphy, let's flip to you for a moment, and then we'll go to the other folks who are doing their other shit. Tucker, by the way, you're being attended to very kindly. We'll get to your health and stressing as well.
I'm fine.
So, Murphy, while that conversation with Savage and Chikondi is happening, the guard, he escorts you, shall we say, down to the bluff.
Thank you for walking with me. I appreciate this. May I ask you just a couple of questions?
Of course.
What's it like here?
I don't know what you mean.
Like, with these new people that are here, have things changed?
Sure. Of course.
How have they been? Have they acted differently than expected?
We don't know what motivations they have. We don't know who they're really trying to ally with. They could be from one of the other colonies. They could be lying. I don't know. I'm not really. I don't have really much of an opinion about these kinds of things. I'm just told to guard them, and I do that. Yeah.
I'm not looking for politics.
Yeah. Neither am I.
You're a guard. Therefore, you're going to see things. Just wondering what you've seen. Have they been acting weird?
No.
Out
Not
of
weird.
sorts?
I mean, they're frightened people. It's very true. I understand, but they are. At this point in time, that we don't know where their motivations lie, and I can't be sure that I can't be sure
It's
of
only been
anything
a
right
couple
now.
months. And they've only been here a couple of months. It's hard to say still, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. She turns and looks out over the bluff. Why do we only go to here?
He looks at you and he says, "Because
She puts her hand on his, and it's okay.
make a manipulation roll, Murphy."
That's good.
2 successes in a panic. Again, I'm not going to ask you to panic because there's no real need to do so. But if
Last
you-
thing we need is Bella Rose panicking and
jumping off
Phoebe-
the edge, right?
Phoebe panicking and jumping off the fucking
So
cliff.
do me a favor,
Hysterical.
roll your panic roll. If you get a 10 or higher, no effect from the panic, but it just won't work. All right. So clearly you obviously don't scream. But I'm going to say that a 12 doesn't, like, your just outward nervousness affects him in a way that you are unable to manipulate him to tell you what you want to know. He sort of takes his hand back. He says, "Listen, I'm just told what to do, and I can't tell you what's beyond there, and that's it. Thank you."
She sighs. And can I use calming presence on him?
Sure.
She looks at him and I don't mean to make you uncomfortable. These missions that they have us going on, nothing is ever as it seems. I'm just trying to see what I can see. I want us all to be safe. And I just felt like you would have good insight that others may not. And I don't mean to alarm you.
It's fine.
Or to
It's fine. No,
stress you out.
It's fine. It's fine. Thank you. Yeah. So, is there anything you need from me?
She looks back over the bluff. What's over on that other plateau?
So the plateau that you're referring to is... Can you ping it for me, Murphy? Oh, that one down there. Yeah, that seems very far away. Like, probably, we're talking
Too far to build a bridge, basically.
100 meters. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Right.
shit.
from your position, Murphy. Probably even higher up, honestly, than this one. So you can't even see the top.
What's over there?
He says nothing. We just couldn't expand over there. It's just too far away.
And what about those people who are down in the jungle?
What about
Were
him?
they always like this, as they are now?
Mm,
Were they once more traditionally dressed and behaved?
I mean, yeah. I mean that's the whole point of it, right? Like this was like my grandmother's time. Whatever. Like they didn't want to stick to what civilization told them to do. They didn't want to stick it out, so they just went into the jungle. And then they just couldn't hack it. Jungle made them who they are.
Lord of the Flies scenario.
Yeah, sure. I mean, to be perfectly honest, if certain people got their way, we wouldn't have them at all. But there's more of them than there are of us. A lot more.
Really?
Yeah. When we're out on patrol, we hear them sometimes. Yeah.
They were
Yeah.
not something I expected to see.
Yeah. No one expects anyone to end up like that.
Did you have family that went down there?
Me? No. Hell no. My family's all here.
That's good. She puts a reassuring hand on his arm, just for a moment. That's good to have your family close.
Yeah.
Family's so very important.
Yeah, very close.
She pulls her locket out, and she's trying to get this guy to calm down. And she opens it up. These are my siblings. She shows it to him. It's hard not to see them. Hard knowing that I may never see them again.
Sir.
It's, I'm glad that you have your family here. She closes it, stuffs it back into her shirt. I do thank you for your time. I'm sorry if I have caused you any stress of any kind.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I have to be on duty soon. Is my meaning? Sorry, I'm a little out of it. I have not a lot to sleep. A lot of sleep. My shift it ends in a couple hours. I just got to make sure that I have to just do what I have to do.
As is right. We all do what we have to do for our families.
Yeah.
Protect, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm back on tonight, so I have to catch up on some stuff.
Make sure you get some rest.
Yeah, sure. All right, and he walks away.
She waits until his back is turned, and then with an eye that direction, she's going to take a few more steps forward towards the edge of the bluff just to see what she can see.
Curiosity.
Yes, indeed.
Murphy, make an observation.
Very
roll.
cautious.
Man, you guys and your panics.
Dude, it's
Whose
John's
fault
not
is that?
liking me.
Yeah, it's
we
my
were
fault.
set up for failure.
It's my fault. So here's what I'm going to
Chat.
say.
It's absolutely chat's
It's
fault.
It's Chat's fault. 100%. Chat gave you 3 fucking
3
stress
stress
points
tonight?
in
Yeah.
one night. That's as
And we
far as
love
I'm
them
going to
for it.
allow.
Before anything happened.
Listen, they do what they do.
Guys, we'll
we
get
love
there.
Chat, and we want them to stay. So,
they
Chat,
will.
you do you.
Where's
Murphy.
I'm still ready for shit goes sideways. I haven't forgot.
Murphy.
This might be it.
Here's what you're going to do, Murphy. I need
Wait,
you to roll
what
me
did
that
Chat
deep.
just do?
I need you to roll me that panic roll. No, Chat didn't do anything right now, Sarah,
Oh.
but they've been doing shit all night.
Oh, I mean, that's fair. I thought they did something new while I was side chatting with Patrick.
So, Murphy, as you get closer to the edge, this is the reason why your observation does not go off. The rocks under your feet sort of like crack a bit, and you find yourself slipping down towards the edge of the bluff. You drop onto your butt and slide about 4 or 5 feet and create this enormous sort of crunching sound as you slide in the direction of the edge of this bluff here. As you do, you hear, oh shit! And Johnny comes running back and grabs you by the arm and yanks you back onto your feet. What are you doing?
I didn't realize I was that close.
I told you that you can't go near there. Now come on. And he steps
Could've
aside.
said the ground was unstable and I was gonna fall to my death.
Just go.
That would have been nice.
Just go. And he just sort of nudges you towards the camp.
Fine.
As
She'll walk back over to Savage,
Yep.
where they are.
anything else with Chikandi, Savage? If not, we're going to flip to some other folks.
Ben.
Nope, I got what I wanted.
Solid. All right, let's go flip back to Tucker, who's been waiting patiently. Tucker, you are brought to a very sparse, this sort of larger, perhaps, than other tents. Metal sheeting on the sides, old strips of cloth that seem to be almost hand knit, as well as herbal remedies that have been pounded through mortar and pestle into a sort of a paste.
Mm-hmm.
And you are bandaged head to toe, essentially, from where these guys stabbed and slashed you.
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
Is that 1, 2, 3 hit points?
Two hit points.
Nice.
And in resolving properly the slightly penalized Murphy heal,
Yeah.
what do you want to call that for healing? Just so I don't forget about it before next session.
I'll say that's one. I'll say
Great.
that's one.
That puts me at full.
Yep.
It was
Nice.
just really a question of if I got the one or not.
Fair enough. Yep.
Great, Murphy. Yeah. So
This takes about an hour, folks, by the way. So I'd say after an hour's of time, number one, you get 6 more of your stress gone. Boom, 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 boom.
Bellissimo.
Because you are in a good place, a safe place. And health comes back 1 point. For those
And
of you
hey-
who were not healed.
I think my lung cancer's gone too.
I'm assuming I can't de-stress until I play my scene that happens in this hour.
We
right?
will go with that in a second. Yes, absolutely.
No, I just want to be fair to everyone else.
Yeah, no,
what I
that's good.
assumed.
Thank you, Sarah, for being a good RPGer.
Tucker is gonna do that thing like when you go to a mani-pedi and you don't know how to shut up while they're taking care of you. It's like a spa day, but you're like non-silent.
Oh my
Tucker
God.
has just gone the entire hour just like catching them up on all the things they've missed. He is the worst tourist and time traveler. He is like non-stop.
Unless
rambling
they're
about all the
really
things that could make
interested,
the
then
camp
maybe
better.
this is good.
But it's also going to be a great way for him to relieve his own stress because of the talk therapy. And I think that he is going to start observing stuff as he does so.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else that I noticed that while I'm separate from all of this and playing the meta of Tucker doesn't know what the fuck is going on over there with that revelation. Is there anything else that I can either observe or any behavior that's out of the norm that would betray stuff to the rest of us in camp, and or things that I can observe stupidly during my talk therapy that Chesterton might notice?
You know, Chesterton is there too, of course.
Yeah.
Being a scientist, he's sort of like checking up on things. So I'll answer that question with a question to Marcus's character. Chesterton, what are you while Tucker's actually getting his ass fixed up? What are you doing? You're probably in and around that area too.
Yeah, Chesterton obviously goes in the beginning to where Tucker is because he wants to see what their kind of medical procedure is. It sounds like it's pretty rudimentary, so he gets I would think he gets a pretty clear understanding of like where they're at medical technology wise pretty quickly, unless you tell me there's something else that he sees that's maybe out of the ordinary that would be like more advanced than they should be.
No, their medical technology is very rudimentary, honestly. You
So I
see
think-
like some old med kits that maybe, you know, the tape is still barely holding together. But like it's like, you know, when you have gone into like a nurse's station and you see like a first aid kit from like 1970.
Yeah.
You're like, does that shit still hold anything of value? Right? That's barely where you're at, right?
Yeah, I feel like he's got an idea like pretty quickly that he understands everything that they understand, and obviously 10 times more.
Yeah.
And so he's gonna poke around a bit. Like he's gonna be interested to like see if there's anything else around, any of the rooms around that he can like poke his head in,
Yeah.
any thing that he can get into to kind of gain some information about where they're at. Are they being truthful? Because he is really suspicious that they may have things that they're not telling us
Yeah.
that they know.
Okay. I will say, because we're going to do this on a dice roll to see how much you can glean from this area. Go ahead and make an observation roll, right? Let's just do that. Now that your stress has dropped down as a beat, hopefully this won't be such of a dangerous thing. 2 successes, no panics. We're good with that. I think that your sort of once around of this area avails you of the knowledge that, you know, it's very clearly a trade and crafting area that you would see like in any small town in Europe in like, you know, 1730 or 1740. There's like textiles and handmade crafts and you know, a variety of things that people are all working and using their hands. There's very little mechanistic aid here to anything that they do. There's, you know, pottery and you know, clothing, handmade clothing, fixing everything by hand. Nothing that seems to be out of the ordinary from, you know, from that perspective.
Does he encounter anything that might give him some insight into the tumultuous history that these people have between the where we are now and down below?
No, I don't think so. I think that, you know, you've been given a whole lot of information as to what has occurred. None of them comes up to you and starts to dump lore that on you that seems to imply anything different.
Okay. Chesterton makes his notes as to where this way behind civilization is, and leaves it at that.
Okay. As you've been looking around and Tucker's getting fixed up, a man walks in from outside, and you recognize this man. This is Leonard Lespera.
Oh, hey, that's the guy we met earlier.
The
The
guy you met
standing
earlier.
man.
The standing man. The walking dude. Come on, Patrick. Get me that one. Give me that one at least.
Of course, I know that one. The
Good
question is
man.
which one we're referring to.
Not that guy. Not that
Here's the it could have been such a better movie. We'll talk about it another time. That's another 2 hours.
It is. Yeah, he walks in. And he says, "Oh, sorry. I didn't realize that I was interrupting. Apologies."
What, I apologize if this may be a bit forward of me, but what was exactly your business before the leaders of this area earlier?
I'm not sure why you're interested, to be perfectly honest. I support all of the chief executives.
Purely scientific, I assure you. I just like to try to get an idea of the society that we're dealing with, as well as the geography and topography and chemical makeup of the places we visit. I like to kind of get an idea of what what goings on happen between the various peoples of the places that we visit. Again, purely scientific.
Scientific, huh? So you're like an egghead or something, right?
Or something.
Make a manipulation roll, please, Clark. One success, one panic. Unlikely that that's going to do anything to you. So we're going to discount the panic at this point in time. One success is enough, obviously. And he says, listen, I know I may have some kind of a... Or at least if you ask people around here, they may say that I have a chip on my shoulder. But you don't understand the kind of work that we have to go through just to survive around here. People make decisions at the upper echelons of our society that don't necessarily match with realistic ways that we live. And I have to put up with it.
I may not understand the particular misunderstanding that you're encountering, but I, for one, personally understand being misunderstood.
That was a lot of words. Hey, listen, I'm just a simple guy. I'm just gonna be honest with you, right? You and your friend there, how you feeling? You holding up?
Doing better.
Yeah, you're looking all right. Give you a day or two, and you'll be back to snuff, I assume, right? Just stay out of their way, right? But Dan's a good guy, but the other two, I don't trust them as far as I could throw them. Couldn't trust their parents either. But Vidan, he has his head on his shoulders straight. Problem is that it might not be enough. I lost some good men out there. I've been losing them every day. But when they made that decision to fuck with that atmosphere processor, Jesus, the hell. It's like they don't give a shit anymore about us. All we're doing is suffering for it up here, high up above it all. Every time my folks make trips out to the old colony to pick up whatever the hell's left, gotta walk through that crap, and it's just getting worse all the time.
Atmospheric processor, you say?
Yeah, it's the reason why you and I are still standing.
What happened there?
They made a decision to change things at the at the processor at their main facility, they released this gas. It's called phosgene gas into the environment. Processor's been all fucked up for the last 10 or so years. It feels like it's probably going to fall apart any time now. But I feel like when they messed with it, it made it worse. They thought it would just deal with those fuckers down there. But it didn't. They just got used to it. And they're all holed up in that fucking processor now. Like some kind of big... Like some big nest. It's like they're not even human anymore.
Wait, you saying there's people inside the processor?
Well, they're not really people anymore, are they?
I mean... Well, okay. I feel like they didn't tell us that. Thank you. That's troublesome. To say the least. I'm gonna look to Chester. That's troublesome, right? I'm not misreading that.
Just so that we can make sure to avoid any potential danger on our part. Where might this processor be located?
It's on the other side of the colony.
Yeah, it's the big thing at the top near the crash.
You may have seen it flying in here.
Yeah, I specifically know it.
Okay. Chesterton looks over at Tucker like, I don't know what else to say.
You're doing great. You're doing great. You're so good with
Chesterton,
people now. You've been getting so good at this.
Am I within arm's length of this person?
Of Leonard? Yeah.
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 Chesterton reaches over and just like taps his shoulder and then turns away.
Sort of looks a little...
It's awkward.
Yeah, he looks a little uncomfortable for a second. He's just like, the hell? Right. Anyway. Just make sure you all follow rules around here, okay? Bad stuff happens.
What happens if you don't follow rules?
He just stares at you.
Chesterton whispers to Tucker, that's a really good question.
He says, bad things.
What kind of bad things?
He leaves.
Not helpful. I asked a simple question.
Dot.
Don't.
What are you doing?
Okay, sorry, I was finishing what I was typing in the chat. Okay. So Dot is looking around, specifically trying to find the youngest person she can who would have a whetstone in their stall.
Okay.
I have a rock in my pocket.
I'm just
So
happy
you don't
to
have
see
a
Trina.
whetstone in your stall, and therefore you're useless to me.
Pocket in my pocket.
But that's what she's looking for. She's looking for someone to who would have a whetstone who looks on the younger side of things.
Okay.
Or who has a young person hanging out in their stall.
Okay.
Either way.
Yeah.
She's playing the age game here.
I love that.
Or conversely, the oldest fucking person she can find. It's one or the other. The people who are going to talk are the really young and the really old. So.
Yeah. You probably find like one of the colonists, probably maybe 17 or 18. You see
perfect.
that he's working inside what you assume to be some kind of a forge. They seem to be forging spearheads. So he's working on this massive grinding whetstone that he's
Nice.
that kind of thing.
I'm going to assume they're over here to keep the smoke away from other people.
I would say he's probably even further. I
Like
would
maybe
say-
all the way over here.
Yeah, like there.
All right, cool. So finds her way. She kind of meanders down this road, like checking out what everyone's doing. She's actually really fascinated by the pottery, but she's on a mission.
Mm-hmm.
So continues until she finds the stall and then kind of waits until the guy like pauses in what he's doing. Like, you do not interrupt people when they're working with heavy machinery. She knows this, so she waits for a pause and then just kind of says, "Excuse me, hi, sorry, new around here," which I'm sure you know, but do you have a grindstone that I could potentially use, or sorry, do you have a whetstone that I could use? I need to sharpen my knife.
Weird at all.
He sort of looks at you askance. He says, "Just give me your knife, I'll do it."
I mean, okay, sure. I didn't want to take up your
It's
time,
fine,
but
it's
yeah.
fine. Just give it to me.
And she takes out her multi-tool and flips it open to the knife blade and hands it to him.
Okay. He looks at it. He says, "Oh, this is cool."
Yeah, it was my dad's.
This is where they make this stuff on Earth now?
I mean, I wouldn't know. I've never actually been there. I was born on the ship that was taking my parents to the mining colony where I grew up, so my mom always liked to say I was a child of the stars, which was corny but like cute now that I think about it.
All right. Yeah, hold on one sec. He turns his back on you and he fires up the whetstone, which is this sort of rotating foot operated grinder thing,
and that's like Dot is used to sharpening her knife like on an actual whetstone, so she's gonna kind of like stand up and once again not get too close. She knows how that show works, but like come close enough, like come around the side so that she can watch as like how he does it. And like as she does it, she's like, "Totally not judging you. You're definitely a pro. I just want to see how this thing works. I've only ever done it by hand."
Okay. I just don't get. Yeah. Sorry.
No, I know. I'll stay away from the sparks. Okay. Like we used to back in the mines. We used to use these for the big tools, but like if it was a knife, we had to do it by ourselves.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Could you like stop talking for a sec? Because like I need a little concentration here.
Oh shit! Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's alright. Yeah. Thanks.
But is it okay if I watch?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. And she will like literally like step back and give him plenty of space and just like maintain a respectful distance where she can still see, and we'll watch the man work.
Okay. He takes about a minute or so for each edge of the knife. And after a while he drops to a finer grade of stone, which he then applies it, another 30 seconds, and then slowly he just takes like a cloth, wipes off all the bits of metal filings, and then sort of lifts the blade to the light, blows on it, runs it under some water, and then hands it back to you.
Dot takes the knife from him, kind of like flips it around, looks at it, plucks a hair out of her own head, lets it dangle from her finger, and then gives it a swipe with the blade to see if it'll cut it.
Right in half.
And as it does that, she just goes, "Like I said, you're the pro."
Cool.
You've been doing this since you were a kid?
Yeah, my dad, he taught me how to do it.
Nice. I mean, my dad pretty much did everything he could to keep me out of the family business, for which I'm grateful, but that's really cool. Have you lived up here like your whole life? This view is sick.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been here. Yeah.
Yeah? So like you were born up here on the plateau?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool, man. Cool. Do you like it? Like, I'm sorry, I'm new here. I'm just like, I don't know. I just want to know. I'm curious.
Yeah, it's better than. It's better than. I guess it's better than down there.
Yeah, I mean, down there is not great. What are they? Okay, so like here's the thing. We came through the jungle and I saw some of the nasty stuff down there, but like, oh man. do you have any idea, like, what actually happened to this place? Because, like, we saw the colony when we flew in, and it looks like this place used to be, like, really big and modern, and now it's, well, I mean, modern for, like, 100 years ago, but you know what I mean. Like, now it's... I mean, you guys, what you've built up here is absolutely amazing. Like, shit. The last planet we were on, whew, nightmare. But you guys have, like, you've got a thing happening here. You've got shelter, you've got your farm over there. It's really impressive. But, like, I don't know, do you like it?
Yeah, it's yeah, I'm sorry. I gotta get back to.
Oh, can I
work
can I
here.
help you? I could be useful.
I don't know if that's a good idea. I really think that, if you just let me alone,
Why
kind-
isn't it a good idea?
No,
Like,
just like
I'm here. I want to be useful.
I
I
know,
want
it's
to help
ver-
out.
yeah, no,
be
that's-
part of the family.
That's good. I understand. Like, I just don't know you. Like, and I don't want you to get hurt. So if you could just just give me some space, right? Go and hang out with your with your space buddies or whatever it is. Yeah. Sorry. And he just turns around.
Cool. Right. All right. She's gonna go look for the oldest potter she can find.
Okay. The oldest potter.
Yes.
Okay.
Preferably somebody with a wheel, but otherwise fine if not.
Yeah, there's someone nearby to probably where Tucker and Clark are.
Okay.
You see like a guy who's like an older guy. He's got the same kind of thing, hand or foot operated wheel. He's got like 2 or 3 pots next to him. There's a couple of other people around him as well. And you hear him say like, make sure that she makes it into the pot this time, please. Not like out of it, like in it, right? We need to make sure that the pot... Yes. I don't want to see any more broken nonsense, yeah? I know, that's what she's there for. Just go and bring it to her right now. Thank you. And he gets back on the wheel.
It's one of the weirdest things I've ever heard. Somebody remind me to write that down later. Okay. So Dot actually just plans to sit down on the ground close to the wheel and watch for a little bit. Like, just kind of almost zoning out and letting herself get mesmerized by the art of pottery turning, which is A, something I do, but B, something that is also just so much fun to watch. Like,
I
those
agree.
got it right.
So, yeah, this guy, as soon as you come within, like, his vicinity, he immediately gets very defensive. He's just like, excuse me, I don't know you. Could you,
Are we... I'm sorry, this is a public market?
Yes, it's public to people from. I don't know. You're not from here. You're from space. You're not from this world. I don't. Yes.
Can I watch?
Just keep your.
I just want to watch.
I understand. Just keep your distance, please. Very
Okay.
important. Yes.
It's just because I'm not from this planet? I mean, yes. Hold on. 1 second. She's like, she'll take like a few steps back and then sit down on the ground like crisscross applesauce with her hands clasped in her lap in front of her. And she's like, I just want to watch you make pots. Nobody did that on my world and it looks really cool.
Fine. That's fine. I just.
Do you just want me to stay back?
Yes.
That's
yes.
fine. I can do that. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. And he goes about, slapping the clay onto the wheel and very methodically, very expertly creates pots and bowls.
I'm like literally picturing him turning off the hump, which is where you just have a giant lump of clay, but you only center the top of it. And like you make a little cup and then you slice it off. And then you make a little cup and you slice it off. And you make it so
Mhm.
and she's just watching it absolutely fascinated. She's like, you know, it's weird. The place I came from, all we really did was destroy stuff. Like, not in a bad way. We were miners. Like, you have to destroy rock to get it out of the ground, and that's fine. But we didn't have a lot of makers. And I like watching people make things. This is really cool. Did you learn how to do this from your dad? Like, that guy over there whose name I totally forgot to ask learned how to sharpen knives from his?
He looks over at the guy who you asked to sharpen your knife,
Mhm.
and he sort of stares at him for a second. No. He didn't. He didn't tell you, did he?
I'm guessing not. What didn't he tell me?
His father died last week.
No, he definitely did not tell me that. Honestly, he didn't tell me much of anything. What happened? That's so sad. Maybe that's why he's in a bad mood.
Yeah. I think it definitely relates to that. His father... He didn't, He sort of looks around. His eyes catch to one of the Wayland guards walking around. He didn't, match up with what he was told.
Dot will also kind of look around to see who might be listening, and she's like, kind of like when I didn't clean my room like my mom told me to, and I got put in timeout, just worse.
I don't know how to really respond to that, to be honest. But, just a bit of warning, you need to make sure that, if you're going to be part of this family, that you follow the rules.
I mean, we're definitely leaving. But I also don't want to make this family mad while I'm here. So, any advice you could give me about following the rules, I will gladly accept.
Make sure you pull your weight.
Oh, of course. I mean, I tried to help him sharpen knives, but he wouldn't let me. So.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Why? Because I'm a girl?
No. It's nothing to do with it. It's that everybody has to do what they're told and do things the right way.
And if he let me help him, he would be in trouble?
That's not for me to decide.
But he might be, and maybe that's why he didn't? I'm just trying to figure out why someone would refuse help, and you seem like maybe you... Well, no, I'm sorry. You definitely understand how things work around here, and I'm just looking for a little bit of advice. She is also trying to convey very much with her eyes, yo, bro, I get this place is fucked up, but I'm trying to speak this in words that won't get us in trouble.
okay.
Like, she's given him those big, like,
Sure.
read my mind eyes.
I mean, that's gonna be a manipulation
It's gonna
roll.
be... Oh god, okay. I think I feel like I gave myself some dots in that because I'm a kid. I did not. This is
Oh,
gonna be a
shit.
shit roll.
Here we go.
I have 2 in empathy.
Okay.
So let's see how this shit goes.
Never can tell.
I don't think I have anything. Yeah, I got nothing I can add to this. Wait, Screen, come back. There you are. Zero excesses, one panic, so
Unfortunately,
I can't push.
yeah, sorry, Gale.
Motherfucker.
Sorry,
Okay.
Dot.
So the eyes don't do anything, but I
Mhm.
am still saying the words.
Yeah. So this
My family, sorry. She's let me rephrase this. Actually, she's gonna say, well, I mean, I'm not a part of this family permanently because me and my friends, and I mean, I guess technically anyone who wants to leave, are leaving this planet eventually. But while I'm here, I don't want to fuck up. So, tell me what I need to do to not get in trouble? Or maybe, no, better, tell me what will get me in trouble so that I know that those are the things I shouldn't do.
Listen, you're in a very special position because you're visitors, you're guests. I don't think there's really very much that you have to worry about. Just saying that if things were to change and you were to stay, then you'd have to make sure that you follow the family's particular ways of doing things around here. If everybody has a job, they have to do it the best of their ability. And if they can't, well then, they're really of no use to us. Do you understand? Now, unfortunately, I have things to do.
Of
And I know
course,
that you, being a very vivacious young lady, have, I don't know, things that you yourself are interested in more than
Of course.
an old man trying to make pots.
I will absolutely leave you to your work. I just have one little question.
Yeah.
Can I touch the clay? I
Oh
really
my
wanna know
God!
what it-
I told you.
I really want to know
Listen,
what it feels like.
Here, he like takes a big lump of clay and he throws it at you.
And as he does, I kind of like, as he goes to throw it, I reach out to grab his hand that has the clay.
Mm.
And I give it a squeeze. And I use his hand to pull myself up from the ground where I was sitting and kind of make a show of tripping. But as I trip, I lean close to him and I say, if you want to leave with us, you can. Just letting you know. And then pull myself away and just kind of rub the clay on my hands and look at him. I'm like, this is so cool. You have the best job.
He
And
just
then she
stares at you as you walk away, I assume.
and then she will wander off to find the others, wiping clay off on her coveralls as she goes.
Okay. You all have had interactions with various members of this population. And so I'm going to take an ask here of the five of you. Do you want to stay the night here?
God, no.
That depends on what the alternative is.
Well, the alternative is trekking back through the jungle at night.
Oh, at night it's dark already?
It is definitely getting dark.
Ah, fuck.
You guys have spent the majority of the day here. Just be honest.
Rather not do the jungle.
If
at
we've
night.
been here
Yeah.
that long, we should all be at zero stress.
You guys have been here for a couple of hours, so I'll accept the stress drop, right? If you aren't already at zero stress,
I mean, if that's the end of my 1 hour scene, then that would take me
yeah,
to zero.
then there you go. I'm more than
Yeah,
happy
I
to
would-
reduce your stress to zero if you so desire, right? Because you guys have been
For
there
the-
for at least a couple of hours, if not more.
I was like, for the following
Take that,
day,
chat.
when
Take that,
shit's
chat.
gonna- when shit's
got
about
work
to
to
hit
do.
the fan again, yes, it's time.
next episode, five
Hey, guys,
stress point reduction.
What was the
reduction.
thing I told you all to remind me to write down later? Because I knew my ADD was going to forget. Does
Yeah,
anyone remember?
I do.
Yay!
Take your
Um,
medicine.
Don't. No.
I already
It was
did that.
the Potter said to a guy walking away. He said,
Yes.
remember to
Oh,
have
that- Her?
her go in the pot this time."
Yes. That was it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And not to break it.
I think Chesterton would stay overnight rather than trek back through.
No, if it's
Woods
go,
at night.
I mean, to be perfectly
jungle at
honest, Dot would probably still want to go through the jungle at night, but she's also 14 and will get overruled, so it's cool.
Definitely stay here over trekking through the jungle at night.
Cool.
I think
Definitely want to stay in one place all together and not
Oh,
have
fuck
us
yeah.
separated.
Oh man,
Or
where's
we
the
can
fun in
all
that?
see-
Sorry.
or we can all-
I
hey,
think we need to
But the
compare
group-
notes for the meta.
Okay.
also 14-year-old girl definitely not sleeping alone in this creepy ass place.
Oh, we're taking shifts.
Yeah.
Tucker is probably a
Yeah.
little slower, but has also probably removed the strip of uniform and has got the maintenance jack back on the outside of his leg.
Mhm.
Has strapped the gun behind his back so that it is a hands-free, I am not causing trouble sort of Tucker. But can still absolutely stabby, probably having caught up with Sarah and the whetstone.
Okay.
Actually, maybe catching me like as I'm wiping clay off, because I feel like she's gonna give you a big clay slap on the back just because it makes her giggle.
Tucker's gonna lean down to her as he brushes the stuff up and says, $100 says we get attacked tonight by these freaking weirdos.
Dude, I'm not even taking this bet. This place is totally fucked.
Okay.
All right, how about this? $100 says someone gets thrown off that creepy cliff by the prison. Specifically.
Oh no, you don't get that bet either because I already know you're right. This place is totally fucked.
It's all weird. Everybody's just like 2% weird.
Oh no, I'm pretty fucking sure that when you get too old to do your job, they throw you off a fucking cliff.
We gotta have a little powwow because everybody went different directions, and Marcus and I met this guy, and he was sort of And did you were just talking to somebody, and now there's clay on. Where did the clay come from? How did they?
Oh,
make
that
the
was
clay?
from that was from the Potter. I needed to get close enough to tell him that he could leave with us if he wanted to because he definitely doesn't seem down with this shit. But, yeah.
That's
no,
really
this-
cool. Is it? Hopefully, it doesn't get him killed.
I got really close so I could whisper it to him, and I made it look like I was tripping. So hopefully that worked.
Thank you for telling someone, so we don't shoot him by accident.
Exactly. But yeah, I mean, he's super old. He's not gonna fight us. But yeah, I have. Oh shit.
If he's old, is he gonna slow us down?
No, but if he's old, he might be on the verge of getting.
All right, we're whispering too much. Be cool.
You really are
Yeah, I
a
know.
lot.
Stands up and just sort of
Whispering
backs
a
off.
lot. So
I feel like
it's
we're
definitely the
doing this
sibling
as I
dynamic,
gimp
yeah.
him down the sidewalk.
This
Like
is
I'm
the sibling
gimping him
dynamic.
down the sidewalk while we're doing this out of the side
So-
of her mouth.
I'm going to ask you all to put yourselves in the area in this plateau E that you would like to consider your
Are they?
your sleeping
They
quarters.
have not. Have they offered us a sleeping quarters?
They said that
did
you
say
can-
we were welcome to stay, but did they offer us
Yes.
a sleeping quarters?
They do indeed.
Okay.
Also, what is up with those chairs and the gazebo?
I didn't get a chance to ask anybody, but let's wait until we're inside.
What about the old guy?
Hey, when we're inside.
Shut up! Shut up!
So many questions being whispered. So much whispering.
I'm pretty sure we're saving the info dump for next
Do you-
session, so
do
let's
you
go.
There's a lot of stuff that I can't tell you about that I
What do you
can't
want
have
for
you
a
guys
stealth
whispering
check?
more shit about. Stealth? Oh, that's a mobility roll, sir.
Great.
Oh, are you to stealth our talking?
Fuck you. It's quiet.
There you go.
So quiet. You can whisper for at least another 20 seconds.
I'm
Go.
banking 2 mobilities.
Go
no,
for
I'm
it.
banking 2 mobilities.
Bank them. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Bank them. All right, so you guys are seemingly right around that area. That seems to be like
I only got one, but we're both quiet.
you
so
guys are
there you go.
quiet as fuck. By all means, put yourselves in, a tented area that you consider to be the place where you'd sleep. Yeah?
What'd they offer us, friends? Where you want to go? In the
Anywhere
market
you
or
want.
Somewhere else.
Anywhere you want.
How about right here? This looks great.
Perfect. Love it.
Yeah, 2 of us fit. That's delightful.
You guys can be in different.
Squeeze.
Yeah.
Dibs.
Jesus Christ, Clark and Savage.
No, I'm
Murphy.
coming down.
Oh, there's a lot of people
I
in
want
that
to be
tent.
next to these assholes. Here, Murphy, come in. This is girls' tent. That's boy tent.
This is
There you
amazing.
go.
I suggest we all squeeze into one tent and take
Is there
shit.
room for all of us in this tent?
I
If
don't
there's-
think so.
If there's bunks, maybe.
There are no bunks. It's
there-
confined seating.
Is there a
Confined-
bigger building where they could put us up?
Technically, no. There are
Okay.
just larger stuff.
What's this big fucker over here?
Yeah, that's a big one. If you want to use that one, that works too. If you want to
There we
go
go.
all the way down here,
It's what, like a 4-minute walk? Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah,
Let's
absolutely.
go. Space for everybody.
Right.
Even Amir, I think, is able to join you. If I'm not mistaken.
Oh
Whoa.
yeah, where'd she go?
Yeah, she
Oh,
was
there
still.
she is.
She was way down by the refugee camp.
Down to the camp, yeah.
Okay. So, night falls.
So let me tell you the crazy shit that I heard. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Info dump and decompress next session.
Indeed. So, night falls on the colony. And you're all asleep. Or at least attempting to sleep, as far as I know. Now, I think I heard one of you saying you wanted to take watch.
Yes.
Anyone else want to do that?
I'll also take a watch.
I'll volunteer.
Oh,
For
three
sure.
of you guys. Okay.
Sweet. If everyone else is volunteering, Dot will fucking sleep.
Amen to that.
And not at the same time. We should take shifts.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
I know, but I feel like if it's D&D, 3 people covers the night, baby.
Yep.
that is very true. So let's go first, second, third shift. You guys decide, and then we'll see who randomly gets this.
Second.
Third.
I'll take first then.
Okay. So I'm going to roll a
How
D3.
many people does it take to cover the night?
How many licks
3?
does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
Quick question before that happens.
3.
Matt.
Does.
We were talking about PDATs and whether the PDATs register with the black box cylinder.
Mm-hmm.
Do they connect?
Yes, they connect. It just takes time.
Great. Can I check in on that during my shift?
Sure. I'd say you look and you see like the bar at like 20%.
I'm going to give my other PDAT, because I did specifically grab 2,
Mm-hmm.
over to Hank.
Okay.
So that we can basically, I want the pups to cover the sort of top foliage and get a basic run,
Mhm.
and use the night shift for those who are awake to have the pup do some immediate scanning so we can plan our attack for tomorrow.
Cool.
And then also have it run the background program while we're doing that.
Remind me, pups give you just a +1 to observation? What do they give you?
No, there's a
Pups
medium...
can go scan and create
Yeah.
maps, basically.
They
Yeah.
can lay out the terrain and essentially give bonuses to, I think it's survival and something else. Hold on, let me pull it up.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to go to somebody
Been a
else real
while
quick
since
while
we
I'm doing
used
this.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's been
Been a
Kilhavy.
while.
Yeah.
Been a while.
Okay.
So do 3 people? Is 3 people enough to cover the night in
Yeah,
rotation?
Yes.
3 people is enough to cover the night.
And Dot has
Okay.
literally never experienced chivalry, so she's letting the men do this shit.
I get that. So
She's feeling some kind of way right now.
let's do the pups first, and then I'm going to explain what happens, and then determine who of these 3 gets the thing that happens. I'm just going to say that.
The cliffhanger.
The cliffhanger, because we are going to stop relatively soon.
And we're on a cliff, but
See? See how I did that? It was all me. I made it, and it's mine.
I love it when a plan comes together.
I love it when a cliff comes together.
I love it when a plan falls off a cliff. No.
That's okay. So, do you want to do the pups first?
Sure.
Okay, so the pup
Patrick is
just
still reading.
maps the area, as far as I know, and I don't think there's a roll needed. Am I wrong, Patrick?
It's a comtech, but you get to scan a whole area, so you
Cool.
get terrain,
Yes.
vegetation and foliage,
Yes.
Any life signs,
Beautiful.
and sort of a layout.
Hit me with that comtech. Let's do this because we want
Yeah.
to move things along here.
If I haven't gone to bed yet, can I assist with that? Does that give him a bonus?
Let's make this a Patrick thing.
No, man. I just wanted to give him better luck.
One zone per round, which means feasibly on a couple power supply rolls, unless they get truly screwed for battery.
This is a large ass area.
Yeah, that's part of why I thought it'd be a good idea for the end of night shift.
Okay.
And there's it's an extreme range on them. It can only do one round at a
Cool.
time. So you send it off to do a thing. It takes
Might take some time.
a chunk round, but it'll do it.
Okay.
So
So it
my
might take
goal
some
is-
time to map the entirety of the plateau. Yeah.
And yes,
Cool.
if that's all right with you,
I'm
I'll
fine with it.
roll-
I'm fine with it.
Cool. Do you
Are
want?
you mapping the plateau or the jungle below us?
No, the jungle right around in the immediate area, so we can figure out where are they clustering when it's dark.
So the pups go down then from the cliffs, yeah?
I want them to survey sort of
Okay.
in the immediate downs on Hank's shift, and then
Tell you what.
sort of spread a little.
Make your comtech roll,
Great.
and let's see what happens.
Thank you, contact roll.
We're going to save this, I think, no matter what, for
no,
next time.
Any bonuses for the plan?
Nope.
Great.
One
Success.
success. Amazing. Beaucephus, the pup levitates off your hand, and then you watch it go out the window of this tent, and then you watch it go, and it descends down the 100-meter cliff. You see that it starts to orbit, so to speak, the plateau at its base.
Yeah, just above the tree line.
Yeah.
It's like watching an ambulance on the FDR and the Upper West Side Highway.
And you're, my God, that's a very specific reference. The you were first, second, or third shift.
Second shift.
Cool. Let's roll the D3 and let's see who this happens to.
D.
Who was first?
Hank.
Savage.
Okay. Savage, nothing happens during your shift. You're perfectly cool. You go back to bed.
Damn
Tucker.
right, nothing happens.
You damn straight, nothing happens.
Oh, shit.
With Savage on the fucking prowl, there ain't nothing else gonna
Of
happen.
course, this is gonna happen on
No,
Clark's shift.
they're gonna wait for me.
Hell yeah. This is the best of all worlds.
This
Here we
is
go.
your penalty
Love.
for talking to other human beings.
There you
so
go.
regularly.
How dare you talk to another human being?
Never do
Tucker.
again.
Your pup goes off. It descends down the cliff. It starts to orbit. Takes about an hour or two and makes an entire circuit around the plateau and then and returns back to its docking station. And you now see on your PDAT an entire mapping of foliage and life signs around the base of this particular plateau.
Cool.
Of which there is none, life signs wise.
While that is also happening, I think because I'm middle shift, Tucker is also going to play up the penalty for my panics from the last planet, and I'm going to take a never sleep, which means from
damn.
now until next rest, I can't lose stress.
Yep.
Oh boy.
This is amazing.
Oh,
So you're
boy.
awake.
Making a choice.
So you're
I'm
awake.
glad you started this at 0.
Yeah.
That's
so
the plan.
Cool. So you're awake when Clark takes his shift. Clark, when you Clark, when you are awakened by Tucker to take on your shift, you see Tucker's eyes that are just
You
like,
see him fully popping from the tube like they're Mentos.
yep, and his eyes are like bloodshot, and he's like,
I'll take one of those.
all right, I'm cool. Stay with you. So I need observation rolls from Tucker and Clark during this time period of the third shift.
Any bonuses for
Nope.
the caffeine? Okay. I'll push.
Okay. Take stress, push it again.
Yeah.
Still no successes. So it is only Chesterton Clark,
As it was meant to be.
as it was meant to be,
As it was meant to be.
as it was written in the annals of time. Chesterton, here's what you notice. You see, in the middle of the night, deathly still, right? No one moving. Everyone's sleeping. Sort of a pall of mist, condensation, you would assume, throughout the camp. And you see a silhouette moving amongst the tents. You got one success on your observation, so you can't tell if it's a man or a woman. But you see this person moving to and fro, stopping, looking left, looking right, and then proceeding past this plateau to the North Plateau, where the bridge is to the sort of central area, which you would probably call C. What do you do?
I would. Clark's going to venture out just a little bit.
Okay.
He's going to try to follow to a certain extent, but only to the point where he can still see the structure that everyone is in. So I don't know with the mist how far I can get.
You can get pretty far. Get pretty far. You're able to see this person going towards the middle of this central area here, right? She looks left, she looks right. As you can now see that it is a woman. A woman who you've not met before, but a woman wearing a very hard to see, actually, in the light of the moon, dark onesie, a black coverall. And she's holding something like close to her chest. You're not quite sure what it is. As she wanders left, wanders right. She makes a concerted effort as she reaches this platform to go east towards this bridge. What do you do, Clark?
Clark's going to call out. He's going to say, ma'am.
You call out. And the woman's head turns towards you in the dark, and she says, "Shh! Shh, please!" And then she moves towards the bridge.
Clark is now fully invested, and he is going to follow her.
Okay. Clark, you follow her. It's dark as pitch, except for the light from the moon. And you see her move towards the northeastern plateau. She goes past the bridge onto Plateau D, which is somewhere you've never gone before. It looks like there was a farm and crops, livestock, etc. What do you do?
He continues to follow, all the while whispering, ma'am. Just kind of constantly just following behind her.
Okay.
Trying to quietly get her attention.
Okay.
That she does not want, clearly.
Absolutely. She moves past the fence and into the animal pens and begins to walk towards one of the buildings over here. Make an observation roll for me, Clark.
I'm going to use Breakthrough.
Okay. Breakthrough it is. Use your talent.
So that will allow me to automatically pass an observation roll.
Amazing. As you spy her entering one of these animal pens, you see that there are a number of goats inside. Most, if not all of them, are asleep, except for one that she has now crouched next to, and it's sort of groggily standing up. And as she crouches down next to it, you hear a baby cry. And she says, "Shh, shh, please, please, just here." And she takes the child's face and presses it towards the udder of the goat.
Chesterton is going to approach her in a much more rapid pace. And say, no, ma'am.
She turns towards you immediately and no, please. I can't. My baby, she needs milk. I can't. I can't anymore. It's just so hard.
Okay.
I can't. It's all the
Okay.
stress. I can't do it anymore. And the baby's starting to cry.
It's okay.
The
ma'am,
goat
I
just
understand.
the goat begins to get very stressed out, and you just hear the goat go. And the next thing you know, the goats all begin to waken. Clark, make an observation roll. This will be the last roll of the night. One success. There is a light that comes around the corner. From that light, you see it is a torch that a Waylander guard is holding. He's got a bleary look in his eyes, and he says, "Stop it! Hold it right there! Who the hell are you?" Oh, fuck! That's it! And then he grabs the woman by the scuff of her neck, the baby crying in her arms, and begins to push her out of the farm. What do you do, Clark?
Clark's gonna now address the guard and say, sir, please stop, sir, and just try to like go over to him and like keep him from pushing this
Who
woman.
the hell are you? Get out of my way! And he shoves you.
No, sir, there appears to be a baby here. You need to let's listen.
No,
let's just calm
no, excuse
down.
me. No, you are incorrect, sir. This woman is a trespasser. She did nothing but try to steal our material possessions, and now she will face the law. That is the will.
Listen,
The will of the council. Excuse me. And he just gives you a
I
big.
don't know what that means, sir. No.
He plants his palm right in the middle of of your chest, and he shoves you. Let me give you a roll here. I lied when I said it was the last roll of the night. This is going to be an unopposed close combat roll. Here we go. Give me a close combat roll, please. Ooh, gonna push that.
I will say, Clark, if you're still, you and one other person wore suits, which means 2 of you have comms. Just putting that out there for you.
Oh,
Mine-
noes!
I
Yeah,
think
he
mine was ripped though, with the giant metal spear.
So he shoves you
But
onto
that doesn't
your
mean your
butt.
comms don't work anymore.
This is true.
Valid.
This is true. Your comms can certainly be active. Clark, he shoves you right on the ground and
And I'm
moves this woman out of the pen and towards the bridge. What do you do?
I get up and I chase after them.
Okay. He says, "Trespasser! Intruder! We've got an intruder here! Get Vidal! Get him! We've got a trespasser. We've got to deal with her." Oh, gods. No. God damn it! And another guard joins this guard, grabbing her. Now they have her under her arms. She's still holding her baby to her chest, and she's crying. She's weeping. Her baby is freaking out and screaming. Everybody's coming out of their tents. What do you do, Clark?
Are they stopped or are they still?
They are still moving.
I'm still chasing after them, trying to. If I can get to them, I'm going to try to pull them back.
Okay, one of the guards stops you. He has his hand on his sidearm, and he says, "Stay back, sir. This is not your business."
All due respect, sir, I cannot do that. Someone needs to explain to me what is going on. There is a child involved here. We need to make sure that everything is okay. Let's just calm down.
The child will be taken care of, sir. Don't worry. He puts his hand on your chest, and he has his right hand on his gun. He says,
Unfortunately, that does not make me feel any better about the situation. Just stop what you're doing. This is not good. This is not good
He
for,
says,
for a baby or a mother.
He says, "Sir, I understand you're a guest here, but you do not understand. This is part of what we need to have happen in order for the laws that we have here to be maintained."
Sir,
Thank you.
I am a doctor. Allow me to accompany her and make sure that she is okay. Please.
He
You
just
can see I'm unarmed. I don't mean any harm. Just let me go with
he
her.
says, "I don't think that she's going to need a doctor."
I'm not so sure about that.
The man is like just physically pushing her now across the bridge to E. I think Savage, Tucker, Murphy, Amir, and Dot are hearing the screams of this woman, as are pretty much everybody in the entire colony. She's just raising bloody hell at this point as she's screaming and being dragged essentially towards the fences.
And yeah, hearing screams, Dot will come outside, and then seeing what is happening will just shout, "What the shit?" and start running after them, like in search of an explanation.
Okay. At the fences, bleary-eyed, but certainly with a degree of consternation on their faces, are the 3 Waylander executives: Vidan, Zuma, and Yen Yamada. And they are in conference with a number of the guards. The woman is crying. She's held at gunpoint now. There's a gun. One of the Waylanders has a gun and aims it in her direction. And she's like, please, please, my baby. She needed milk. She needed milk. I don't want anything anymore. I'm sorry.
Who's the woman with the baby? Is this
It's no one
token?
that you've seen
No.
before.
No, I'm asking on the map. Who is the woman with the baby?
Oh, no, those are the 3 executives.
Oh, okay. Is the woman with the baby not on a map?
Well, I
Not
can make
on
her.
the map.
I can make her to be on the map.
Or just like give me a Dot. I just want
Sure.
Dot wants to go to her. That's
Okay. Here. She is here.
all. And
Oh, I'm
Dot,
the wrong one.
yeah, Dot will kind of run over to this woman, shooting a dirty look at everyone else, and kind of just start looking at her, being like, "Hey, hey, 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 you're okay. Breathe with me, all right?"
She
Just,
says,
you know,
please, please,
deep
please.
breath.
I'm sorry. Here, take my baby. And she
Well,
gives
I-
you the child
I-
into your hands.
Oh shit.
I mean, I can hold him, her, him,
Yes.
her.
her.
What's her name? Okay, what's her name? Tell me about her.
Her
Tell
name
me
is
about her. What's
Lila.
her name?
Please
Lila?
take care
Okay.
of my baby.
Shh. You're gonna take care of your baby. Everything's gonna be fine. It's
No.
gonna be fine. Just
No.
shh. Lila, tell me what. I'm sorry. This is Lila. Lila, you're good. Tell me what happened.
I had to get milk for my baby. I
Okay.
had to.
And they wouldn't give you anything?
I can't. And like her just voice,
You can't-
it just falters out. It falters out.
Hey, it's okay. Just look at me. They're not here. Look at me. You can't. What? You can't. You can't
Vidal
ask?
stands up and he says, "This woman was found trespassing, and theft is the charge." He
And
has
what
this
is the charge for
horrible.
letting a child die because you won't give them milk.
We all
That
have.
sounds like murder.
We
to
all
me, and which is
have
worse?
things that we regret. We all have things we regret.
Wow, you're gonna put the life. You're gonna do this. You're gonna murder a child.
They are not a member of the family.
You said they were guests here. Is this how you treat guests?
They are our.
They're your what? Your prisoners?
Even
You also
prisoners
said
have
that you wanted
rights.
them. You also said you wanted them to integrate. If you want them to integrate and be part of the family, maybe you should treat them like family and give them some milk.
Yen
Common
Yamada.
decency.
Yen Yamada
Or
says,
them.
"You have no. You've been here for what? A day? How do you dare to tell me and my people how to run their lives?"
How dare you starve a baby?
How dare you?
They cannot take
This
our
is-
resources. We will not be able to survive if we continue to use resources for people
Then
who do
if
not.
you don't want
Hey,
them here,
lady!
let them leave.
Lady, guess what? Crazy people, the fucking rescue party has arrived. You want to reintegrate? You'll have all the goddamn resources you need. You want these people out of here? We can get them out of here. You don't have to kill them. You want to.
Murphy's
Yes.
going to position herself between the mother and the person pointing the gun.
Dot is just holding this goddamn baby now.
Clark, Tucker.
I'm gonna point my gun at the guy pointing the gun.
Oh shit! Things are about to pop off.
Tucker's released the safety on the maintenance jack and is looking the other way. He's going to position himself here so that he can see either of these pathways if people come after.
Vidal like puts his hands up. He's like, "Now let's just calm down here. Let's just calm down, everyone, please."
Chesterton says, "That's what I've been saying."
I think it's important that we all look at this in a very logical fashion. We have rules here. I do not like these rules. They were rules that have kept our society from falling apart for 40 years.
Are you sure about that? Because it looks like it's falling apart to me.
Guys, rescue. Rescue. Why is that so hard to understand? And if you don't like the rules, change the stupid rules.
Technically, what they did.
So, first of all, I think a couple things. Number one, how do you like your shit going sideways now, folks?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
There was a moment where I was going to say shit hath gone sideways, but I was too invested in the roleplay.
Number two, I apologize if this has triggered anyone who has watched this, because this is extremely relevant to a lot of things going on in our modern day world. And investing this with some, with a modern eye, one might say that they feel uncomfortable watching this. And to that end, I understand. And I apologize on behalf of the stream if this has made anyone uncomfortable beyond the current understanding of what occurs in this stream. It certainly made me uncomfortable, I'll tell you that. And I'm the one who's fucking role-playing these assholes. That said, I think what happens in the last 2 minutes of this wonderful stream that we've had, understanding who these people are, is that Chikondi comes out from his tent. He says, "My most patient and good benefactors, on behalf of my people, I graciously accept, for the benefit of both of our families, any judgment that you have to fall upon this woman and her child. Have fall upon me instead." And Vidal sort of goes, "What?" Zuma says, "He's taking it upon himself. The sins of this particular woman and her ways of going against our laws, he's taking them on himself. Don't you understand, Vidal? I told you this would happen." I don't understand, Vidal says. "It's very simple. Do what the man says." The guard sort of looks back and forth between Zuma, Yen, and Vidal. Vidal just staring at the ground. Yen nods and grabs Chikondi by the shoulder. And he says, in his last moment, he looks at the five of you and says, "Get to my ship. Save them all." And within 30 seconds, he is brought to the edge of the bluff. We, as a viewer, see Chikondi's perspective now as he looks down on the jungle floor below. And he begins to sort of hum a hymn or a song or some old tune that perhaps he got from watching Earth Media. And he smiles. "I saved her," he says. "I go willingly." And they shove him off the cliff. And that is where we're going to stop for today. I would like to thank you all for being part of a very emotionally resonant end to this session. It's tough sometimes to have these kinds of things be part of our psyche. And it's tough to say them as much as I'm sure it is tough to hear them. The world in which we live and the worlds in our darkest dreams are often horribly misaligned. And we fight in whatever way we can to make our lives make sense. So I ask you all to do that in whatever way you can. Make your lives make sense. Make the people who subject you to pain and harsh and unfair things in your life, make them question the way that it should be. Make them understand that you are worth something. And you are not just another strike on the chalkboard. We will be back with more Alien RPG next month. But I will say this with all the love in my heart to you all, which is, remember, take care of each other. And never forget to take care of yourself.
Welcome to Wayland Utani.